Okay. Yeah, you can sit there.
Very nice.
Yep, I know. Professional graded. I'm gonna close the door.
Oh, I love it. You want some help?
Yeah, thank you. I was just making sure. There we go. Hold on. Yeah.
This is exactly what I imagined it would be. I'm delighted.
I was trying to look for fairy lights or anything. Oh shit.
No, do you in the dark? It's more honest that way.
It's more honest.
Yeah.
Everyone can open up. I also lowered the thing by accident, so hopefully it picks up audio fine. I'm sure it will.
You could talk like this.
Hey guys. Alright. So, welcome to, I'm gonna do a little thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit. I took
I'm gonna have the giggles for the first minute or two. I'll be chill.
That's fine. Well, giggles are a part of it. This is all part of the vibe.
This is a giggle friendly zone. Just checking.
Yeah.
Is that gonna?
You like my?
I do. It's a good backdrop.
No, yeah. That's the point. It's a goddess of love. All right. This is the first episode of I had a whole thing. I forgot it. This is the first episode of Divinities Stuck in the Closet. It's a podcast that I've making with friends, purely just to get to know them better. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Would you want it to not be released? Oh, I can ask. Oh my god.
You can take a minute. You need a minute.
I can. Okay. I was going to ask either now or after, of course, if you want to change your mind. But like, if I could post on Spotify,
absolutely post it wherever you want.
Okay.
I'm giving you creative license of my voice and my wisdom and my honesty.
Wisdom and honesty. Just say it a little closer to the microphone, just in case.
My wisdom and my honesty. Chat.
Chat. You hearing that, chat? Okay. Awesome. Imagine I was streaming this too. All right. Cool. Great. So. Yeah, I am the host. My name is, well, you can call me Love, either by my goddess name or Xander Jones, my full name, kind of. And yeah, here I have my son, Dante, with me for the first episode of the Stuck in the Closet thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so since I'm the host and you're my guest, you can lead with the first question.
Oh, sure, yeah. Happy to be here in your closet, by the way.
Thank you. I'm glad to pull you into my closet.
Yeah. Okay, so at our friend group Christmas party, you were voted the nicest, and I'm just curious, why do you think you were voted nicest?
Oh shit!
And I'm giving you an easy one to start with. This is a warm-up.
Easy?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do I think I was voted for nicest? Let's see. This is the easy one for me. This is actually quite
self-reflection.
Hard. Self-reflection is.
Yeah, I want to see if I can trick you into saying something nice about yourself.
That's what I'm scared about. Can't overstep. I think why I was voted nicest. I think I've been there for a lot of people, and I hold a lot of like emotional space for people. So I don't know. I kind of just live fully as myself, and that seems to have reflected quite well upon the people around me. And yeah, I don't know. That's, I think, being myself, being like the light that I am, I suppose.
You want to know what I think?
Yeah.
I think it's two traits you have that are rare and hard to find, and that people really value, and that is warmth and sincerity.
So you think I'm warmth and sincere?
Yeah.
How do you think I'm sincere? I can get warmth.
Well, like, I remember, when I first moved back up to Salt Lake, and, we like, re-met again, like, a year later at that party.
Yeah.
And, everybody else, well, and I think us too, were pretty inebriated. Yes. And being pretty silly and stuff. And you, like, I can't even remember what question you were asking me, but you were just, like, got right to, like, asking me about like my purpose in life and like where I saw myself and stuff, and like and I remember I was like a little bit drunk trying to come up with like a decent answer, and then I was like oh, this guy's like really listening to my answers and like reflecting on them, like I gotta make sure that like they're really like true and accurate and stuff like that. And it just like it wasn't surface level like making conversation. I feel like I don't know, I feel like a lot of conversation people make is, you know, so that they can get a chance to speak, or so that they can show you who they want you to think that they are. And I was like, oh no, like Xander's like really listening to me and actually like genuinely really wants to know, and that's kind of a sincerity that I feel like is rare, especially to find in people you don't know super well. Casual acquaintances or strangers, that's hard to find, and I feel like you have that very casually and very easily with nearly everyone you interact with.
Wow. Well, that was a really good answer. That was well thought out.
Thank you. I told you I was bringing wisdom.
I know. Damn. You really brought a lot. I'm like stumbling. I think those 3 shots of whatever I just took, Jen, was.
I think I get smarter with gin.
I think I get dumber.
Hypothesis we can test.
Okay. Well, that's really sweet. Thank you. And, that moment, because that was like after seeing you at Quarters and then a year later. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, I'm Dante now.
Yeah, you're the person that gave me my name.
Yeah, and that's why I became your dad.
Yes. Yes, we should probably elaborate on that.
No, yeah. I am not... they're my adopted son. That's it.
Yes.
That's the only elaboration.
I'm Dante thanks to Xander.
Yes. Yeah. I gave them their name because I forgot their name at Quarters, and I was like, is your name Dante? And then they chose that.
You know, I just recently, last weekend, came out to both my parents as Dante.
You did?
And I should show you the like email, like letter I sent, because I did mention you in it. You were the person that named
you. You should. That's so cute.
And I think I did a really great job wording on it. The wording of it. I worked on it a lot, but I should show
I'm going to write that down so you show me after.
Sure, yeah.
That sounds so cute. How did that go?
It went really well, actually.
Yeah, I remember.
Surprisingly well.
I don't know how. I think you mentioned how you, like, your stepdad called you Dante recently or something?
Oh, yeah, that was after, and that was great. That means my mom shared that with him because I didn't even loop him in on that email chain or anything, but that was really cute. He was like, so I heard you're Dante now, and he was pumped
because he only had daughters or something.
Yeah, he just had one daughter, and then I have 2 brothers, but they're so introverted and stuff that they're just not really close with Brad. Brad and I have bonded a lot, so I think he was like, cool, son.
Yeah, I love that.
Immediately on board.
Good. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I really like that. I don't think a lot of people know like how much it just feels to be like accepted by like either someone older or just like a parent figure and things like
exciting.
That. Like I know I've been very blessed with how my parents are, but like being around our friends, I've definitely like realized how much I've taken that for granted.
Yeah, no, and it's thanks to like our friends and like them embracing like my new name and calling me that made me like more secure and confident and like, yes, this is actually a permanent decision that like I want and that I want to, go through the effort of convincing my family to call me that also. So
yeah, I mean, and being in a safe space, like being able to experiment with yourself without feeling judged for that.
It's important.
All right, one of my questions. Let's see, what should I pick? I'll just do a light one as well. If you were to be a god of something, what would that be?
Oh, definitely a god of stories.
Ooh, mythos, stories, huh? Ooh.
I really feel like that is, like, not to be cheesy, but, like, I've known since I was a kid that stories are just the thing that sets my heart on fire. That's what I care about most, and that's what I spend, most of my time thinking about. And that's how I cope with life when it sucks, is by, romanticizing it as a story in my head.
Because you do read a lot.
I read a lot, and then even if I'm not reading, it's creating like narratives in my head about things, and I come up with stories to fall asleep at night. And it started when I was I don't know if I've told this before, but it was kindergarten. They had a book writing contest, and I won first place, and I was like, cool, sick. I'll just take this and run with it. I'll be an author. I'm good at this. So.
This is my purpose in life.
It's my calling, and then I stuck with it, and yeah, it's the thing that makes me happiest in the whole world.
I love that. A god of stories. What would your name be?
This is
that's a hard
this
one.
is an autistic answer, but I think I'd have to I would want to do so much research about the roots of different words and like combining them together to figure that out.
Okay.
But something pretty. Something fun to say.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, or if I had to come up with one off the top of my head, I would go with Vellichor.
Vellichor?
Yes, that's part of my D&D character's last name. I am, let's see, if I recall, it's
the one in the book campaign?
It's like it's a word that means yes. It's a word that means the strange wistfulness of used books or used bookstores.
Oh, that's
Vellichor, and it's such a pretty
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Definition-wise?
That's what I would choose. That's a good idea. I'm going to stick with that.
You're just going to go with Vellichor? Awesome.
I won't overthink it.
Good. Yeah. Great. You already know what the goddess that I am, right?
Love?
Cuteness,
that's right.
Yes, yes. And yeah, love is my name. L-U-V.
Right, that's right.
Yeah. Just of course. Because I realized you weren't at the pantheon. So it's your turn now.
Yeah, let's see. Fine, if you don't like talking deeply about yourself, I'll try and pick a
I do enjoy talking deeply.
I'll warm you up to it.
Yeah.
Where did you learn to dance like that, and can you teach me?
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
This is too bad for a podcast that they can't see. But
they can't see the dances.
You have a very specific way of dancing that, like,
that's so...
What's appealing about it? Is
it bird-like?
Not bird-like. It's very fluid. Very, moving with the energy of the music. And also, you just seem like you're having a great time. It's a little hypnotic.
Oh, man, I didn't know I was going to get buttered up so hard on these questions. I would love to teach you. I don't know what I can teach because, like, so for me, I've never really been a dancer. I didn't go to clubs or anything until, like, I met Jazz, and then, and that was, like, the first time I went to clubs, and I, like, learned that I love dancing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess I would love to teach you if I can.
It's hard for me.
What?
I don't know. I feel like dancing is something that other people just seem to, like, know intrinsically how to do, and I have to think very manually about, and that makes it difficult.
I think that's totally fair. I think one thing that actually helped me is when I took shrooms and I listened to music because I connected to music.
I can see that,
actually. I connected with music a lot more, and I realized, like, similar to what type of music you enjoy, it's a media to express yourself. How your body reacts to that is also a media of, like, expressing yourself. And so I just I do watch, like, a lot of, like, people dance and stuff, and I have fun, like, replicating it, but and, like, save it into, like, a thing. But it's again like I just take what I enjoy, like either smooth movements or, like, crunchy, like I like very hard twists, and, like I love, like, acting like I'm about to fall and, like, keep dancing.
The hand movements and things.
Yes.
I you know, if I think about it, like, because I do really love music, and there especially if I'm at home listening to music and I'm relaxed, I do sometimes feel compelled to move, but I feel like it usually manifests in more of a stim than a dance.
So that's stim. That's why I love
stim at the club.
Honestly, because, like, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't dance, or I don't know how to dance. I'm like, I don't know either. Like, I go out and have fun. And there are some music where I don't click with, and you'll see me, like, doing, like, maybe a basic, like, you know, thing, but, like, when I connect with a song, I'm gonna be flying around. I act like a bird sometimes, especially wearing this thing where I have a bunch of feathers. But, like, it's just purely for fun. So I guess like, that's my tip.
And I feel like a lot of dancing is just confidence, where you can kind of dance in any way you want. If you, like, seem confident about it, then it's like, yes, that's dancing. And I think that's the problem for me, is I'm like, ooh, I know that I don't feel confident in this, and therefore I feel self-conscious doing it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's the funny part of that for me is, like, I don't feel like I'm a very confident person. Yeah, I might portray that a different way because I don't want people to see that of me. But I don't feel confident, but with dancing, for some reason, I just don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm fully experiencing what I want to.
And you're correct in that.
Yes. And so that's why when I see other people dancing, I'm like, fuck yeah, like, fully express who you are.
Sure.
But yeah, I would love to teach you if I can, but I guess that's my little lesson.
Or you might need to just mentor me mentally rather than teaching me moves, I guess, if it's more about...
That's true, yeah.
Here.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm pointing to my brain, chat.
Hey, chat. Hey, are you having fun, chat? Yeah, I would love to, honestly, because, like, I think dancing is one of the funnest things to do. And that's why, like, sometimes when I'm honestly really stressed out, I want to go dance because, like, it's kind of like exercise. You know?
Oh, totally. It gets endorphins going and things like that.
And it's a creative expression.
Yeah. And, like, there was a period in my life where I was okay with dancing, but it was under, like, very specific circumstances, and I don't know how to recreate that.
Yeah. Just a little bit more on this question. Like, my 6th grade teacher would always be like, oh, don't dance with your mind, dance with your heart, like, that kind of stuff. And, like, yeah, I get what they're going for, but it's also so stupid to say that because, like, for an autistic person, for like me, I'm always like, I don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
I just, it's just you act on impulse. I think that's purely what I do.
Sure.
I don't when I overthink, that's when I'm not dancing the fullest.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm quite the overthinker.
I don't know if you noticed, but I also am quite the overthinker. Yeah. But yeah, that's my lesson so far.
Cool. I'll take it.
Cool. All right. Let's see. Are you a turkey or a ham kind of guy?
Oh, absolutely ham.
Ham? Damn. Okay, I really thought you might like turkey.
It's a nice straightforward one. Turkey just there's an inherent risk of it being dry. I feel like ham tends to not be dry, and therefore it's a safer bet.
So it's all about safe bets. It's not about what you enjoy.
And it's a little sweeter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did enjoy like a honey ham recently.
Yeah.
So
good,
I like ham a little bit more.
Or if it's like pre-sliced like deli meat and stuff, the ham is just better.
Okay. It's a safe bet, not about taste. I just don't want the dry shit.
It's strategy, you know. Yeah. I don't want the disappointment of not liking my sandwich. There's enough going on in this world. I don't need to be gambling with that either.
I'm not willing to take that fucking risk.
Okay. Let's see. If you could be famous for something, what would you choose and why?
Wow. Famous for something. Like, famous, like, known for kind of thing?
Up to you. Depends on what kind of fame you would want. Like, this could be, like, widely famous, like, historically famous, or just, like, well-known for, or remembered for.
Damn. Okay. Wow. You have really good pondering questions.
Thank you. There's a lot of things I want to know about you, Xander.
Good. I'm glad. This is what this is for. Yeah. So I can also learn more things about you. Now I know that it's based about bets for hams and turkey. Like, ham is preferred.
That was an important question, and I'm glad we got to that first.
Yes, I know. That's why I made sure. I think for me, I would want to be famous for kind of what you want to be the god of, like my story. I think there's a lot of duality. There's a lot of black and whites in this world. And it's really easy to villainize, kind of like how Isaac would talk about. There's a lack of empathy and kindness in the world now. People who do bad things doesn't mean they're inherently bad, but there are certain things that are like, whoa, like murder and stuff like that. That's intense. But on the day-to-day, especially when it comes to relationships, like, it's perspective, experience. There are toxic people and red flag people, but it's also like, how does that reflect into yourself? So duality of my story, and I think just endurance. It's I've endured a lot. I've also been blessed with a lot, and I think there's a lot of people out there that have a harder time. Not to compare grief, because grief is subjective, and but people have a hard time, and they don't have the family that I was blessed to have, and also like the luck that I've ran into, like partners, romantic wives, or friends, and I think I would like to be famous for that, to be an example of, even when you hit like your lowest, that doesn't mean you should. I think that's the end of your story.
I can see why you like the Odyssey.
Yeah. I like the Odyssey a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. But I think that's what my answer would be. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You've done deep thought ones. I should choose one. Actually, what is one moment of your life that you are particularly proud of?
There are a lot of things I'm proud of. I gotta try to think of one that's
Well, that's even better.
worth talking about.
Well, take your time. We're really not in a rush. We're chilling. We're just hanging out in my closet.
You know what? Instead of picking one specific event, I'm gonna pick an experience that always makes me proud. It's whenever I say something and like more than one person at a time like laughs at what I said. Ooh. I think that's one of the best feelings in life. I love the joy of like making a bunch of people laugh. Where I'm like, ooh, yeah,
there's nothing
succeeding at this interaction.
I rolled real well there.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I totally get it. When you make a whole group of people laugh, it's like, I fucking hit it.
And I feel like for me, it's usually unexpected when that happens. Like, it usually happens when I'm not trying to be that funny, and so it's a fun surprise where I'm like, "Ooh, okay, you guys liked that."
Yeah.
Let me try and think about why that was funny, so I can maybe replicate that.
I think with what you said there, it's a lot of with overthinkers, especially. They think that they must think of how to do something, but it's when you're not thinking about how to do something is when you can do something.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
So when you do your best work when you're not thinking about it.
Yeah. Totally.
Well, that's really sweet. You're very funny. I feel like you make me laugh all the time.
I'm glad. Let's see.
Laughter is so good, though. I love laughter. It's one of my attracted to kind of thing of a person is like their laugh.
Yeah, totally.
So,
can I tell you my weird thing that I feel like I look at that a lot of people don't in attraction?
Yeah.
Teeth.
Honestly, I've heard teeth a lot. So,
really?
Yeah, I know that.
Maybe I just don't talk to people much about it.
Yeah, maybe you gotta open up because there are quite a few people. I don't want to name drop them. But.
I think to name drop someone specifically, from TV.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on him. You ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yep.
Amy Santiago, her teeth. Very attractive teeth.
Yeah, I agree.
Very pretty smile.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, I'll find a question.
Also a good laugh. No, you're good.
Yes, for sure. Okay, do you want a question that reflects on you or that reflects on us?
Ooh, let's do us.
Okay. This is a self-indulgent question.
Good.
But after first meeting me.
Oh, shit.
Or even the second time meeting me, because we got to know each other better the second time.
Yeah.
Do you remember what made you decide that you wanted to be my friend?
Oh, ain't that fucking sweet. Well, let me think here. Well, you became my son the second time I met you.
Yeah.
So that was already sold there. I think the first thing that comes to my mind is a little selfish, but we were just kind of laughing. We were having a good time, and I felt like I can riff and be myself, and I value that a lot.
Sure.
But I remember we were looking at the fish tank, and we were just looking at it and laughing, and then you're like, "Oh, you're so funny, Xander," and I was like, hell yeah.
No, that's so real.
Yeah.
I joke that part of the reason why me and Beatrice's, my partner's relationship works so well is because we both find each other very funny. Yeah. That helps a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that you became my son, so I was just like, I'm fully sold on supporting you now.
Yeah.
as a father who needs to step up.
All in.
But yeah, and also just from knowing you, like, I think like when we hung out and got coffee together and like walked around and talked, like that was that's the kind of connection I'm hoping with people. Just fully just being us without having to like perform or I don't know, have to worry about masks.
Very, very open conversation for sure.
Yeah, and just be there as people in this world that's already hard enough as is.
Yeah, totally.
So that also really sold me, but that was after. Right. Oh, that's so funny. I have a question on here. I totally forgot. Do you feel like thinking is overrated? Yes or no?
Okay, as a chronic overthinker and somebody with a ton of anxiety, I feel like my answer should be that it's overrated. But I love to think, and I think that does tie back into the stories in my head and the fact that I like to maladaptive daydream constantly.
Yep.
Is that obviously when the thoughts are bad and the thoughts hurt, it's a little overrated. But the majority of the time, I love living in my brain.
Yeah, there are some fun when I'm creatively thinking and thinking
thoughts
of this
are powerful.
World. Yeah, it's so fun, and like especially when I'm playing D&D, like I get so immersed that my thoughts are very like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah, and I can romanticize the hell out of any experience through my thoughts. Like even in the hospital with like kidney stones and stuff, in my head I was relating it to like book characters I've read who have like gone through hard stuff and like I don't know, I feel like thoughts are so powerful in the way that they can spin things, you know.
I agree. And also like with relating to a character as well,
for sure.
like it can just help you go through something.
And I feel like I kind of said this already, but I feel like I well, no, I haven't said these words. I feel like I filter a lot of, and maybe this is my autism, but I filter a lot of reality through media and stories and stuff that I've read, like through relating it to all kinds of things like that. So it's something that is kind of soothing and therapeutic to me also, is to filter it through the lens of like stories and stuff, and makes reality a lot more tolerable and a lot more enjoyable for me.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's why I feel like I like rom-coms so much. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, there's just like something about seeing this story that's cliche. I know where it's going, but it goes there anyway. I'm like, hell yeah. But yeah, I like that. Okay, I do think I want to take a little break.
It's getting quite toasty here in the closet. I'm drinking a hot drink.
Exactly. So let's take a little break.
Sure.
You can open that bad boy up. Sweet. It's funny as hell to get into it every time.
I like it.
Having to crunch your feet. There you go. Yeah, slide it over. Nice. Peak. There we go. Oh, dark. Cool. Who left it off? I did? Is that what, is it your question or my question?
What did we just talk about?
Overthinking, I think?
Yeah, so maybe it's my question? Okay. I have some shorter answer questions at the bottom I found.
Cool. Also, yeah, this is way colder. Oh, thank God.
No, it feels really nice.
Overheating as hell.
Who's your favorite Greek god?
Wow. Interesting. Probably Ares. Like, really? Yeah, I play a game called Smite, and it's all about just adding all the gods to. It's like a MOBA. I don't know if you know MOBA, but like League of Legends.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Where you play like all the gods essentially, and I mained Ares in it, and I've always loved Ares since then.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't really connect Ares to any stories of his. Honestly, if there's a lot of gods that you connect their stories, they're a lot. But if I had to go with Greek god, it would definitely be Ares.
Yeah. Which Greek god do you think you're the most like? Like, if you were gonna be like cast in like a play or something and had to play a Greek god that like.
That's actually a good question. Yeah. Because Cupid does not match my vibe. Well, I think he has a different name, doesn't he?
Eros.
That's what I thought it was. Correct. Yeah. Greek god that I match the most to. Oh boy. There's a character I want to cosplay as the god of chaos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I could pull off a god of chaos pretty well. Yeah.
I have like 3 that I think you could pull off well. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. Hypnos.
Sleepy boy?
Yeah.
I always get told I look sleepy, so.
Well, and I think Hypnos is an adorable god, being all sleepy. If you're the god of cuteness, then obviously that overlaps.
No, yeah. I like that.
Okay. I think if you wanted to, Apollo would be fun. Yeah. Or Hermes. Would probably be my main answer for you, honestly. Yeah.
That's honestly,
especially in that jacket coat behind you.
Yeah. Honestly, thank you. That's such a good compliment. You don't even know. Being called Hermes. Ooh. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see. 3 that I would choose for you. That's a hard one. There's a lot of looking outside of gender and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because they can just present.
Yeah,
however.
Totally.
I think Gaia could be a good one for you. For me, it's all my perception of you, obviously. But I think you're very earthly and like connected to a lot of nature roots to me.
That's really sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. Going off the top of my head, I wish I could see like a list, because then it'd be like, oh yeah.
We can think about it. We got time.
You're so right. Actually, why don't I just pull up a list?
Yeah, you could.
What am I doing? I thought something else came out of my pocket. That was scary.
There's this specific book of Greek myths that I had as a kid. It was like beautifully illustrated. That was kind of like the root of my interest in it.
Yeah.
If you ever want to borrow it,
I would at least love to see it.
Yeah.
Do you have it at your house?
I do. I
sweet.
have by the same creator, the Greek ones and the Norse ones.
I have like the Percy Jackson like illustrated one. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Let's see. Oh, honestly, Hestia would be a good one too.
Oh, that's cute too.
Going with like your books and all that. What was the name of your? It was like the enjoyment of old bookstores.
Oh, Vellichor.
Yeah, Vellichor. I feel like Hestia would be Vellichor vibes.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I like that. And then, honestly, a hot take: Hades.
I love that answer.
Right? I don't know why, but Hades feels very you-coded.
You know what? I love rocks. Love gemstones.
You do.
Love solitude.
Love solitude.
Love being left the fuck alone to do whatever I want.
Which Hades is all about. And in like Percy Jackson, where they like sons of Hades, like Nico, right?
Yeah.
He could pull gems out of the earth.
Yeah, I was really jealous of that.
Yes.
Still am.
So,
in fact, I have at least 6 cool rocks in my bag. I forgot to show you while we were grabbing coffee. But...
Oh shit! Wait, you can show me after.
Yeah, I'll show you.
You have a lot of things to show me after.
Yeah.
So, wait, that was a good question.
Yeah, I thought you'd enjoy that.
I did like that one. I actually took a Greek mythology college class one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I learned so much. It was so.
Oh, that's so fun. I took a high school mythology class, but I bet a college one would be better.
College was pretty intense. Except for I just can't bring myself to read, even though I like reading. Well, like webtoons.
Is it when it's like a signed reading?
Yeah.
When they make you do it?
It gives me the ick. Like, I could not read all of like
common.
The Trojan War. I could not do it. But yeah, it is pretty common. Let's see. Do you want a light one or a heavy one?
Either one. Whichever one you're feeling more in the mood for.
Okay.
I'm an open book.
As someone who has been a teacher for kids, how do you feel that has affected not only your view of the world, but your creativity?
I like that question. Yeah, so I've been working with kids, I mean, kind of since I was a kid. I was a babysitter and a nanny, and then my first real adult job was being an RBT, you know, being a therapist for kids with autism, and then now as a teacher. So many reasons, but I think I often just really enjoy spending my time with kids because I love the way they see the world, where it's all so brand new to them still.
Yeah.
And there isn't any of that like red tape or like boundaries put on them of like how they should act, how they should think, how they should talk.
Yeah.
And I love their like openness, their honesty, their curiosity. I love how genuine they are. You know, with adults, I often have a hard time reading really what they mean and stuff, and kids will tell you exactly what they mean.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think as an adult, I often feel grief for the loss of being a child. I miss that time in my life. I miss when you know, I had more faith and optimism in the world, and back when I really felt so confident that I could do anything that I wanted in life, and like didn't see any reason why I shouldn't have everything that I wanted in life. And spending time with kids really allows me to kind of step back into that mindset of like anything is possible, like you have your whole life ahead of you. And I also think that spending time with kids really helps me put aside all of my anxiety and all of my self-consciousness, because when I'm with a client, when I'm with a student, when I'm supporting a child, I step completely out of my own thoughts and my own needs. And I feel like I exist solely to try and be the safe adult for them that I always needed as a child.
That's so sweet. That's wow.
That's why I feel so drawn to the kids who are really anxious, or that's why I really loved working with kids on the spectrum, as I saw so much of myself in them. And I remember as a kid so clearly knowing what I needed and not getting it, and so helping them feel seen, I feel like, is a really big thing. I feel like I grew up really just feeling like no one quite understood me. Like, people understood pieces of me, but I didn't feel like anyone really saw me as a whole for who I was. And so that's my number one goal I probably have a lot of number one goals for them, but like is to help them feel seen. Especially, I've loved working with nonverbal kids who often don't feel heard or get overlooked because they're like quiet or they don't have big disruptive behaviors. And so I really just feel like working with kids has made me more patient and just a more, what's the word? I just feel like life is better when you have your arrows pointing outwards to other people rather than inwards at yourself. And working with kids has really helped me with that, to be more focused. Because as when I was younger and I had higher anxiety and stuff, I was constantly worried about what people thought of me, how I looked in every conversation, how I was being perceived. And working with kids really helped me flip that to like, how am I making this other person feel right now? And I feel like that takes you really far in life and also just makes you a more thoughtful, pleasant person to be around. And so, yeah, I feel like that's kind of what they've done for me. But I also just, I love them so much. Oh, I could cry.
You want a hug?
Yeah.
Maybe a closet hug.
Closet hug.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I could talk all day about the kids I've worked with and how much they've changed my life, but
I think that's really beautiful. Yeah, like there's this one show that I watched. It's called The Away.
I've seen it. It's been a long time, but I watched it with my mom.
Hell yeah.
Back before it got canceled.
There's this character called Rutskin. He talks about how like when the astronauts made it to space, it wasn't about space. It was about the fact of the view of the world. Mm-hmm. That perspective changed the minds of man, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I wanted to know how like those kids have impacted you. And it's so, because I think I do agree, like pointing your arrows outward to people, like of course you shouldn't forget about yourself.
Yeah.
Like taking care of yourself is equally as important. You can't point arrows outward if you have no arrows to give.
Gotta put the oxygen mask on yourself first, is what my co-teacher loves to say.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah. But like, yeah, to just, you've grown so much with empathy and patience, as well as like not being barred by that red tape. Like I feel like that's something that I'm actually very envious that you have, that I've seen. Like hearing about your D&D character, how you've created all these words to match your name and like your town and all that. I was like, wow, this person is so creative, and like I just felt like you have that childish joy, and that's not like a diss. I think
that I was about to say that means so much to me. Thank you. It's what I try to hold on to. I feel like I don't feel that that like loss of my younger self when I'm able to tap into that, and I feel like art and storytelling is one of the biggest ways that I tap into that, because that was like my whole childhood, and that was something that I lost briefly as an adult when I got carried away in all of the boring adult stuff and all the stress and responsibilities. And when I'm reconnecting with that, it makes me feel very in touch with my inner child.
Yeah, which I feel like that goes underrated by a lot of people.
Oh, for sure.
I very can sympathize with like becoming an adult. I like when I was 19, like I felt like I was that adult stage, but it's like I was still such a child. And so similar to how you want to, which again, such a, I don't know, noble, valiant, whatever, like a beautiful soul that you have to want to help these children be seen, and not just like the ones who are overtly loud. Because like for me as a kid, I always like, not always, but getting emotional in this closet. For me, when I was a kid, I always felt different, and I didn't really understand why. And so my inner child, when I took shrooms, this is not sponsored for shrooms, I swear to God. I do think they're awesome. Anyway, when I was a kid, I would be in the dark in my room, just crying into my carpet, asking the world, like, why was I so different? And I just hated that fact. And I struggle with that, feeling so different, but nowadays I celebrate that fact a lot more than anything. So to help children like that to be seen for it's okay to be different, I think is really beautiful. And so when I took shrooms, I really connected with that moment of me, and just with a lot of like the weight of the world and being adult or the adult stuff, I just was like, I started crying because I was like, I'm just a kid.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell do you expect from me? I'm still that kid who's crying on the carpet.
Absolutely. Two thoughts. One, I very similar experience growing up. I actually like really exact experience growing up, so I feel for you there, deeply. Yeah. And then my other thought was that's why I really love seeing childhood photos of my friends and people I know, because I feel like it's a good reminder of like, this is the person that you're talking to, this is the person you're talking about. Like, you know, we're like those like Russian nesting dolls where, you know, there's outer versions of ourselves, but like at their core, like if you're being mean to somebody, that cute little kid, that is the person that you are being mean to. Legit. And that is where they feel it.
Oh, that's so cute. We gotta get more. Yeah, we gotta get more photos of showing. Actually, I have one of me when I was young. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, I would love to.
All right, it's me and my grandma after soccer. Let me see if we can find it. But yeah, it's a core thing. Like people don't recognize that there is a core individual. There's me and my grandma.
Cute.
Me and us playing soccer.
I think we would have been friends.
I think so.
Yeah.
I bet we would.
Yeah.
Knowing our cores, hell yeah.
What did you do? Follow up question that inspired me. What did you do at recess as a kid? Which kind of recess kid were you?
Oh.
Were you like a Foursquare kid? Were you like a imaginative play?
It was like I'd make my own little game. So like zombie tag was something that I felt like I invented back in the day. And same with ball tag. I was like, I invented that. But I was also into like imagination role play and stuff like that. So kind of like that. What about you?
This is maybe it's not surprising. So my like restricted special interest that was very strong as a child, my hyperfixation was the Harry Potter series.
Of course.
And I knew everything about it. And so at recess over in like a area of trees, I ran a very tight ship of the unofficial Harry Potter club. And I had kids in that club that never read the series. And I taught them about the books, and I would teach them lessons about magical creatures from the books. I would assign them homework. I would spend class time when
you were always a teacher.
I was making worksheets for them of like, yeah, you got to label the parts of a Bowtruckle, and I know how they're spelled, and I know if you got it wrong. And like, there were kids in the club that liked Harry Potter. There was like one other kid that like liked it maybe as much as I did. That I was like, sure, you can be my like second in command. But I had all these other kids who had never read the books like study.
That's insane. You were always a teacher.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about it that way. It was I liked the structure. I was like, this is how it's gonna be. Yeah. And I was like, I will force you all to know all about my special interest.
Honestly,
they volunteered. They wanted to do it.
Yeah, it's like the fact that they wanted to is what's
I'm sure
awesome.
It was a little bossy.
Having people around to share that with is so fun.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I always had my my best friend, no longer best friend, but Matt. We would just talk about Minecraft for hours. Nice. That was our hyperfixation. So we just walk around on recess, just talking for hours about it.
Yeah, that or I would bring books out to recess, and I often would beg the teachers to let me stay inside and read during recess. I had some teachers that would let me, some teachers that didn't. I did also often just like miss the recess bell and end up reading for part of it before they realized I was in the classroom still and kicked me out. But yeah.
Dang. So you've always been a really dedicated reader.
Oh yeah, like which is so funny because I was always like, this is not fair. All the other kids I know at school, their parents want them to read so bad. And I would go on family vacations and stuff, and I would get in trouble for like reading instead of spending time with people. Like my grandma or my mom would be like, you have to put that book down and come like go fishing with us, or like hang out by the creek at the cabin, or
yeah, I get that with like I would watch cartoons.
Yeah, no, I liked to escape into books, maybe a little too much.
Yeah, though there are some things as you grow older, you're like, oh, I actually like being on a trip. You know, it's like I want to be a part of the trip.
I want to be present for it. I do still love reading on vacation. Though there's something very probably a little bit nostalgic for me.
Yeah,
but I'm more selective about when. I'm like, I'm not gonna miss the whole trip. But yeah, like if there's a pause, I'll be getting out a book. I usually bring like several books on a trip just in case.
That would be fun to go on a trip together. I feel like
that'd be fun. We should go to Oregon. It's a good place to read.
That'd be so sick. I love Oregon.
That'd be fun.
One one personal question. You said you were an open book, so
yeah, no,
you said that
overshare.
you had a similar moment, as to like what of why you felt different, and like, maybe broke down or cried about that. What did you feel different about, or like?
So I didn't find out that I'm autistic until I started working with autistic children and recognized I was learning about the signs of typical versus atypical development, and was like, okay, like,
I'm relating to this a little too hard.
and then started the job and realized how similar I was to so many of the kids, and finally like brought it up to my mom and like called her one day and was like, hey, like, and I was so nervous. I was like, because I thought for sure she was going to dismiss it, but I was like, I think I might be on the autism spectrum. And she was like, oh yeah, I know you are. Like, we've known like since you were a kid, but like it seemed like you were doing all right, and like we didn't really want you to have like the diagnosis, so like we just didn't really talk to you about it. And so I give you that context because I think that was the root of it. Is as a kid I was I don't know, I always felt like I was like, there were times that I was bullied and stuff, but I feel like mostly I was just very ignored as a kid. I had a really hard time making friends my own age. Easy time making friends with like teachers and adults.
Same.
But never friends my own age. And you know, as much as I love being a twin, there were challenges growing up with that. My twin Avery was very social and always had like a really good, strong circle of friends around them. And I struggled to make friendships. I struggled to maintain friendships, or like the friendships I did have would be very surface, very shallow, just like, you know, people that I sat next to. Like I could probably count on one hand like the number of like really close friendships I had as a kid, and I had a hard time not comparing myself to Avery, of just like, why are these things so hard for me? They're so easy for everybody else. And you know, especially like, you know, being raised a girl, young autistic and ADHD girl, like I was masking a lot, and I think that got worse as I got older and my social anxiety got worse. I think I subconsciously masked more, and that made it even harder, I think, for me to find friends, because I think people could probably tell that I wasn't super genuine, but I didn't know how to be myself without like isolating myself and like being less relatable and things. So I wish that I would, and I've talked to my mom about this, I wish that they would have told me as a kid that I was autistic, because the bottom line is they didn't want me to feel different. I always could tell that I was different, but because I didn't have a reason why, I blamed myself. And so I grew up with a really strong belief that I was unlovable and that there was something wrong with me. And that, you know, that was something that I just couldn't help, because I didn't know what was wrong with me that made me so different from other kids, that made other kids have a hard time relating to me. Like I had a lot of like the neighborhood kids we'd play with would like ditch me for fun and things like that.
That's
just
so sad.
All of those little rejections as a kid that you internalize, and you're like, well, this must be my fault, you know. And I think I eventually got to a point by like middle school or something where I was just like kind of had sunken into it and was just like, well, this is just kind of my lot in life. Like people don't really like me that much. They don't hate me, but like they don't like me that much. And so books were definitely a good coping mechanism, but I grew up feeling just really deeply lonely. It's kind of hard for me to think about to this day. Like I remember like always just kind of feeling like there was this like dark, painful, like hollow like pit inside my chest that I just didn't think I was ever gonna fill. None of that really changed until I was like 19 or 20, and had like some life-changing experiences that really helped me turn that around and help me like come into my own power and realize that that I had the power to change my life, and that I didn't need to like sink into this narrative that I was never gonna be happy.
Growth mindset, right?
And then finding out that I was autistic was a huge game changer, because I was like, oh, literally all I needed to do my whole life was find other neurodivergent people, and we would have got along great, but I didn't know to look for them, because I didn't know I was a part of that demographic.
No, I honestly, with like recognizing that it's like you're autistic or ADHD, like that's something that I feel like I'm still struggling with, because there's a lot of like thinking and processing that I just feel like I've had such a fucking hard time doing that I feel like I should be good at, but I can't.
I so relate to that. It's the patience you need to have with yourself, and it helps knowing the diagnosis and things, because it's like with driving took me so much longer than everybody else to learn how to drive, and I was like, what's wrong with me? This is so easy for everybody else. Why is it so hard for me? Like, I must be a little bit stupid. I must be like, there must be something that doesn't work. And so being able to have that grace with yourself of like, it's okay, my brain is just different, and while there are things like this that are harder for me than it is for other people, there are also things that I'm really, really good at, and like, I'm actually really grateful for my autism. I think it's what makes me so creative, and
all your special interests that I'm always like, damn, that's
bring me so much joy. All my weird obsessions.
And I think it's fucking awesome. They have all these weird obsessions. I like it a lot. I feel like it adds to the person.
Gives me flavor.
Yeah. Another thing I'm like kind of jealous of, because it's like, I feel like I'm a jack of all trades. I can partake in everything a little bit, but I've never felt strongly passionate about something, like except for games for a majority of my life, but like, yeah, I just don't really have those like, oh yeah, I'm a crazy random botanist, you know. I really always wanted to have it, but I don't know. I also enjoy that I'm good at everything, like, a little bit.
No, I would say that you're a very talented person.
Thanks. Except for art, I struggle with art.
I will die on this hill that like I actually kind of want to be an art teacher, because I hate the narrative people have of being bad at art. No one is. That's like saying that you're bad at working out. It's like you have to be bad before you are good, and nobody who is good was born that way. There are people that are born with a bit of a head start, sure, but that's all it is. Like, the reason I can draw at all is because that was my coping mechanism for paying attention in class all through middle school and high school. Is I would draw for like 6 hours a day while I was at school in every single class, and then like several more hours when I got home and I got better. And anybody who wants to be good at art can practice. And also, art doesn't have to look like photorealistic art. There are so many different types of art.
I agree. Like, seeing your art, but also seeing Brian's art. Like, Brian has such a unique art style.
I love Brian's art style.
I think I agree. I do agree that art is something that you build up and you put effort into, and I'm not saying that like you're just innately good at it. But like,
sorry, that was a strong rant.
No, you're good. I love it. It's more of like, I just, either my ADHD, I cannot do something like, especially if I don't see an instant gain.
I would love to help you find a medium that works for you, because there's so many different ways to make art.
The one medium that I feel like I do enjoy a lot is words. I love poetry. I like poetry a lot. I also like talking.
I also love poetry.
Nice.
If you ever want to share that, I have a lot.
Oh, I would love to see yours. I'll show you my poetry if you show me yours.
That's gotta be a mutual exchange, otherwise it feels embarrassing.
I actually took a poetry class in college as well.
Oh yeah, I've taken one also in high school.
I'll gladly show you some of mine. It's just very emotional for me, but I don't care.
A lot of mine are emotional. I feel like I wrote more poetry, honestly, when I was younger, and I was having a harder time, because I feel like I don't know, the harder, the trickier, the messier the emotion, the more creative you have to be in expressing it, you know?
Yeah, I think putting it to a beautiful, like, format always helps.
I would love that, though. I'd love I feel like that's a really good peek into somebody's brain, the way they write poetry.
Yeah, let's see. I wrote, like, one line recently.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it really quick. Just for you. And I guess everyone in the podcast.
I feel like I have like a very specific way of writing poetry, and that's how I've done it since I was a kid. It was fun taking a creative writing class in college. My professor, I feel like this is gonna come out snooty, and I don't mean it to be snooty at all, but he said that he liked that my like writing style was kind of like messy and unstructured, kind of like Sylvia Plath, who's a poet I love, and so that was exciting to hear. But
hell yeah.
Yeah, but it's and I do think it's fun writing different types of poetry, like fitting it into like different like formats, and like it feels more like a puzzle when I have to fit it into like a certain like type of poetry or pattern.
Yeah, I think that's what I would like to do more of. I kind of just do slam poetry, or just,
which is great.
I just write whatever I like,
which is kind of my favorite way to do it.
Yeah, it's just like I just like it. All right, so the little poetry that I wrote, it's, I choke on the blood that my heart bleeds, drowning my mind in the Red Sea. An affliction of love has broken me. That's all I have.
I like it.
That's just a little short blip.
And based on that, I think you'd like mine.
Yeah? Sweet. Hell yeah. That just kind of relates to I feel like my heart feels a lot, and I like to say that I have a bleeding heart.
I used that exact phrase in a couple of my poems.
Oh, really?
Actually. I remember my professor flagging it and being like, "Is this a political thing, like a liberal thing?" And I was like, "No, it's
real."
I mean, it could be if you want, but like, it's up to you how you read it. But
and I love the flower, bleeding heart. It's one of my favorite flowers. Well, my favorite flower, but
that was one of my questions for you. Is what's your favorite flower?
Bleeding hearts. That's what it is.
Nice.
Have you seen them?
I don't know if I have. Will you show me a picture?
Yeah. But anyway, I feel emotions really heavily. Yeah. And sometimes it can be so debilitating. And but I wouldn't trade my heart for anything.
Yeah, I do too. And I think that was part of the reason why it was so hard growing up, is because I didn't have all of the coping skills and also just the adult brain to manage it. And so I felt way more overwhelmed by my feelings as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, I actually have pictures of that on my phone of that I've seen before. I was trying to figure out what kind of flower it is.
It's bleeding hearts. I love bleeding hearts. They're so pretty.
Nice. I really like baby's breath because it's my favorite flower to press. When you press it flat, all those little tiny blossoms look super cool if you put them in a vase.
Nice.
I also really like lavender. And then I really like carnations. People are like, "Oh, it's the cheapest flower," but they live so goddamn long.
Carnations.
And I get sad when flowers die, so I want whatever flower's gonna live in my house the longest before I have to be sad that it's dead.
I don't know if I've seen a carnation. Well, I've probably seen one, but I don't know.
They're at a lot of grocery stores. They're just like really little fluffy ones.
I might actually have some.
There's some in my house right now if you want to see.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm so down. But yeah, I would love to see poetry sometime.
Yeah, no, I would love
maybe
to
we can write poetry together or something.
Yeah, and I've shared it with very few people, but like my twin, my mom, like Beatrice.
Well, you don't have to. But.
No, I would love to. It just I feel like sharing poetry. There's something different about sharing poetry than other art, because I think poetry can be so, where it's so subjective, it almost feels imposing to like be like, read my poetry to somebody else, because it almost feels, I don't know why it feels this way with poetry and not like my other art, but it feels like assuming that it's good enough for you to enjoy reading it.
Oh, interesting.
And I don't know, maybe it's just because it's so easy to write bad poetry. I don't know, but I don't even like saying that, because I think all art
whatever,
is
right?
It depends on the perspective you have reading it.
You have to hone the blade.
I also tend to write like very long poems.
Hell yeah. I mean, as a DM, I love Dungeon Master for D&D. I love reading backstories. Like, everyone is so creative. Like, reading all the people's backstories. I'm like, man, everyone is. And that adds a little pressure of like, I want my story to be good.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to remove that. Just have fun.
Yeah, I have like a Google Drive, like where I've stored my poetry since I was like 14 or something. So I have like old ones on there.
That's smart. My shit's everywhere.
Yeah, and I used to love to enter it in like, what was it called? Reflections.
Oh yeah.
I won a bunch of like little reflection like trophies and shit when I was a kid for entering poems, but that was always fun.
There's one thing that you said earlier that I wanted to come back to. It was talking about how you felt like you had a dark pit in your stomach or your chest because of like feeling different and stuff like that. I can heavily relate to that. When I did my first trip, when I went to the bathroom after dealing with a lot of inner child, because that's what my intention was to heal my inner child and meet him. I went to the bathroom, and looking at myself, I felt for the first time like I was looking at a full picture, like the hole that was empty or whatever. I felt like I was completely there, and I came out of the bathroom. I was like, guys, there's someone else in there. That's crazy. But it was just because it just felt like it's just so frustrating, because like the way I was upbringing, whatever.
Brought up.
That's it.
I got to.
But my dad was always endure and do it. Like, there shouldn't be a reason. Like, if there is a reason, like I don't know, it's on you, I guess. He's hopefully my dad never hears this.
I know, I was thinking about that when I was getting into my parents' stuff. I was like, maybe I'll sugarcoat some of this just in case I want to show my mom. Shout out, Mom, I love you. You're so cool.
I also love my dad and my parents. But everyone's human, and he knows that too. And he's changed quite a lot as well. But I think just growing up, I've seen a lot of sacrifice he had to do for the family, because a lot of my family was accidents. Yours truly. But like, again, I wouldn't trade my family for anything, but he just taught me a lot about enduring things, and so that actually later in my life became like a really hurtful thing because I was enduring stuff that
it maybe need to be let go of instead.
Let go. Yeah, instead of holding it on for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just kind of, I don't know how that related to what I was talking about at all, but I brought it up. You're welcome, Dad. Don't listen to this.
I had depressive episodes and like panic attacks starting at like age 9, and I didn't have the words for it back then because my parents were, shout out, love you guys. They were very much of the attitude of like, you're fine, nothing's wrong with you. Like you don't need to see a therapist. You're fine. You're normal. Which, especially with the lens of now knowing that they knew that I that I wasn't. Maybe that's part of where that defensiveness came from. But I definitely had like severe anxiety and pretty severe depression from the time that I was 9, which was like really young to be handling all of that.
I also had severe depression.
Yeah.
I begged God because I wasn't really growing up religious or anything, but like I was still around a lot of Mormons, and so there was like some influence of that, like with masturbation and all that. I felt like sinful or guilty for.
Oh yeah, the shame culture. Yes, for sure.
But the main thing is like I begged God to like take my memory away because like I just could not. I was also just very severely depressed.
Yeah.
I got better somehow. Yeah. I think I erase memories.
Or like I almost feel like the emotions are so big as a kid because it's just like you're so small and then you get bigger and you're more able to carry it or something. I don't know, and also just having more control over your life helps.
You get to carve your own path now.
Yeah, I've been trying to like skip around this a little bit because I don't know if we really want to get into it, but like my big thing that changed all of that when I was like around 1920 was that I can't remember, I've told you about the cult that I was part of for like a year or two.
It made you a lot more confident.
It really doesn't work. It didn't work for everybody, and it was definitely unethical in the way that it charged people for its services. But it did work really well for me in turning my life around, and that's kind of what flipped everything for me.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I was very depressed and way more anxious until then. I feel like I have a panic attack here or there now. Not as bad though. Like I used to get them every night when it got dark outside as a kid. I think it was some sort of anxiety about I didn't like the day was ending, knowing that I had to do it all again tomorrow. Yeah. Something about that. I got them really bad at night, and like I didn't know that they were like suicidal things I was saying as a kid, but like stuff like that, and I don't know, just heavy stuff. But weirdly, like watching the Bee Movie helped a lot. I used to fall asleep to the Bee Movie a lot.
Oh shit, we could be bees. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I don't think the cool thing's that weird, to be honest. Like if you look at our group being polyamorous and stuff like that, a lot of people can view us as a cult in a way, but I think the main thing about cults is like, again, the prices and the outrageous things. Like that's a little crazy. That's like contaminated.
We did some pretty culty stuff, and this cult is as far as I can tell, it seems like it's shut down just in this last year. I think they had their last like class, as they call it.
Dang.
So I don't mind whistleblowing a little bit, but like we did some pretty culty shit.
Alrighty.
Like rituals and stuff.
But you didn't harm anything.
No, of course not. It was a positivity cult, is what a lot of the members called it.
Cool.
Yeah,
I don't think
it worked pretty well. It was very effective.
Yeah, I think that's like a cool. Like religion as a whole, right? It can be messy because it's humans as a whole are messy, but sure. Like. I think there are pure senses when it comes to community. Like, community can be a huge thing, especially like with them.
And you know what? That's a big thing that it provided me. And making like I got really, really close with a bunch of people there. And that was kind of the first stepping stone of me like building up my confidence and my social skills. Yeah. That I was able to like take away from that after. Until my voice is going a little bit. I'm gonna drink this.
Do you need water too? I can get water.
I hate drinking water. I know I'm supposed to have it to live and stuff, but I want it to taste better than that.
That's why I just put like the electrolytes in it.
Yeah.
But I'm broke, so I drink water. I actually don't mind water. My whole family, well, not my whole family, but I know my grandma hates water. My dad does too.
I like it when it's really, really cold.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll drink it whatever if I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's nice. What's so funny is like I feel like we grow up feeling so different, and like we weep about that. But then you grow up and you realize I'm not different from these motherfuckers at all.
Yeah, no, like you and I, it sounds like had a really, really similar experience.
Exactly.
And it's like there's something so frustrating about that, of knowing that like. But it's also it's hard. It's a double-edged sword, because part of me is like, wow, like maybe if we had known each other as kids, we wouldn't have felt that way. But part of me is also like, this is kind of part of the mindset like that the cult helped me with, was that also like back when I was like that, I would not have, I don't know if we would have been friends, because I wasn't the same person. Exactly. All of my arrows were pointing inward about how everything made me feel, about how other people saw me. So I wasn't the same like friend and person that I am now, because I was so lost in this mindset of just like, oh, like people don't like me, almost like self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah. And it was definitely based in things that were real, you know, it was based in like, you know, being different from my peers and stuff like that. But I think it definitely, you put yourself in a box without realizing it, and like, you know, build those walls around it, and it's like to keep yourself safe, but
a frog
do that so many times, and you know you're very safe, but also no one can get in.
Yes.
And I wasn't letting anybody in anymore because I didn't want to be hurt. Yeah. And so like I don't know if we had known each other, if we wouldn't even been friends, if I would have been like available as a friend.
Yeah. I honestly, back then, I don't know if I would have been either. Yeah. I was actually a bully a little bit in kindergarten. Yeah.
Kindergarten bully.
Kindergarten. Actually, not kindergarten. 4th grade.
Those are a little scary.
No, I'm a real bully. Yeah, no, I was, my family just moved, so I was just a really troubled kid. Yeah. But I was really blessed. And, dude, my 1st grade teacher was a piece of shit. Yeah. Miss Hill. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Miss Hill.
And I thought it was just maybe me, but then my sister had her, and she was the worst to her too.
There are some people that should not work with children. I remember teachers as a kid that I was like, it really just seems like you hate kids. Like, who are you doing this for? No, because it's not for us.
No, exactly.
And you seem like you're having a terrible time.
But anyway, 4th grade. My family just moved, so I lost all my friends. I had to start anew, and I just was kind of miserable, and I was having those panic attacks, staying up late like every day because I didn't want to go to school and stuff. But my 4th grade teacher, Miss Phillips, one of my role models for kindness, she was very patient, like how you are with your kids now. She was patient and sat next to me and worked with me a lot through a lot of darkness that I had in my heart. And now I'm a very bright child. Like very joyful. But back then I was going through it, but she really helped me go into the direction that I am now.
And I hope you're not too hard on yourself about that. Like that's a really big thing in like ABA, applied behavior analysis, like when I was in RBT, that they taught us is that like all behavior is communication, and especially in kids where they don't always have the methods or like the means to communicate things, like no kid is mean or evil just for the sake of being like mean. No kid wants to be a bad kid. It's all communicating a need that isn't being met.
Yeah.
And that wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I don't think so. I do regret like the actions I'd done to people during that time, but I grew up with those people. One of them was Ben. I had like a death threat. It was awful, but then it became a joke between me and him. But I hope I apologize. But there was another person I wish I apologized to, because I didn't realize I was feeling jealousy. And I was just jealous that they were getting attention.
Yeah.
So Evan, if you ever hear this, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like I feel like there are kids that like I've thought about, like, would it be weird as an adult to like reach out to them on social media and be like, hey, I'm sorry about that thing I did when we were in middle school. Like, that was fucked up.
They're probably, I didn't even think about it, but thank you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, but yeah. So that's why I think talking about all that. We haven't even done a question in a bit, but
I know, but it was like we're rolling.
We're rolling. It's fine. That's why I think it's really admirable what you do, because like you help children be seen, and like my 4th grade teacher who did that for me.
I think it's important.
Yeah. It was like I could have kept. I know my core self, and I would have gotten to where I am now, but it could have taken a lot longer.
Yeah.
And I could have hurt a lot more people.
Yeah.
So yeah, but also, dude, there's different tangent, but it's about being a kid and some, it's crazy to me that, like, the age of an adult is 18.
Oh my god, yeah, no, that's absolute bullshit. You're just like a teenager with more responsibility, and like I could go off. Like I had the hardest time transitioning to adulthood, and I feel like I'm still like finally at 25, kind of gaining more confidence in it. But they literally don't prepare you for it at all. It's like you're a teenager, you don't know anything, you need to listen to us, and then one day they're just like, boom, you're 18. Like, what are you doing living in my house? Like you're supposed to like know how to do all these things, and like there's no there's no gradual shift there, and there's no like preparation for it.
Or they just pipeline you into going to college immediately.
Oh my god, yeah.
But that's just, it's so, and so
makes no sense to me.
Like I was trying to make choices in my life, so I became polyamorous at age 19, and then I entered a relationship I should not have. It was a bad relationship. I'm still recovering from that trauma, but like to me now it's insane. The person I dated was 27. And there's a lot of nuances. 19? Yeah. There's a lot of nuances, story, history, whatever. I'm not gonna go into it crazily, but it's just, to me, who is 23, I would not date someone who is like 21 to 20.
No.
Even, because like that is still someone who's growing.
Yes.
And my coworkers who are 19, I'm always like, you're a baby.
You're a baby. Yeah. No, I feel like age differences can matter less when you're older, but I feel like specifically when you're brand new to being an adult, you are going through so much and learning so much that every single year kind of makes a difference.
You're a complete different person.
It's totally different.
Especially starting from like 18 to up. Like, I feel like 25 you kind of settle on. But even then, like, you can keep changing for however long based off your journey, of course. But like me now, thinking that my 19-year-old thought he had it all together and ready, absolutely bananas. That guy didn't know anything.
My 19-year-old Dante knew they didn't know. that guy was a mess.
Well, that guy got great. Yeah. But and then jumping back to, maybe we wouldn't be friends then, but we are friends now.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I view fate, right? Like,
you meet when you're ready to meet.
Exactly.
When you're meant to be part of each other's lives, for sure.
Yeah, I always love that romantic view of like connections and stuff, because like a lot of people now, like, I don't think me then would have been ready for that at all. But I went through a lot. I learned a lot, and then I studied a lot and became who I am.
Yeah, it became ready for you. It became worthy for you.
Yeah.
Beatrice and I talk about that sometimes because we grew up like a 6-minute drive from each other. Went to like high schools that were like right next to each other, and never ever met. And like when we first started dating, there were times that we were like, oh man, like you were out there this whole time, and we like, you know, didn't know each other and stuff. But then also we've had conversations about how like, I don't know that you would have liked me if you met me back then. I was not the person that I am now, so like maybe it's better that we met now when we're like so perfect for each other than back then when I was like not I don't want to say not deserving, but just not ready yet. Not the person that would be like compatible and like in love with you and worthy of your love in return.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like what you're saying about the walls that you construct around yourself. Like you're not, those walls would have.
Yeah, that would have prevented for sure.
That makes sense. When I saw Cynthia in middle school, and I saw them in the hall. They had short hair, and I first thought they were a guy. And then I realized later in life, because I really wanted to compliment their shirt, because they had an Adventure Time shirt.
Nice.
I realized I really wanted to hit on them, but I thought they were a guy. And so I realized, I was like, wait a minute. You're my gay awakening, I guess. But again, like, it was like, I didn't really talk to them until later, and then I was dating their friend, but then we started talking and it opened, and we have been together for 8 years. But it's like,
you guys are so sweet together.
Thank you. But it's a lot of growing still. It's crazy to have, but I value that immensely.
A side note, my shout out to my 2 gay awakenings. The girl who played young Catwoman in the Fox TV show Gotham played young Selena Kyle. What was her name? Cameron Bicondova. And then Brianna Hildebrand, who plays Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Deadpool, I saw her and I was like, oh yeah, for sure.
for sure.
Yeah. There's something in there, yeah.
That is hilarious. Shout out to those two. If they ever want to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Or meet Dante.
Yeah, you should have seen my 15-year-old sketchbook that I remember before I knew I was gay. I had like a million portraits. Like I partially learned how to draw portraits drawing the young Selena Kyle actress. And another girl saw my sketchbook and was like, oh, you got a bit of a girl crush? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? I don't know what that means.
Shut up.
And then later I thought about it and I was like, might be something there.
Just maybe.
That was before Deadpool came out. But
that is so cute, actually. I think it's my turn, right?
Probably.
I don't know. Okay. I'll ask you that. Oh, that's a good one. What do you think is the most important value a person could have?
The most important value they could have?
Yes.
Like things that they think are important in life?
Whatever you interpret. It could be, personally when I wrote it, but if you want to go on a different tangent, that's totally okay. But I wrote it as like a value that you want, like, oh, I want this person in my life because they value this, or like, an example of mine is like, I value genuineness. Like I value being able to connect to people fully, and so I value people who are wanting to meet me halfway. That kind of thing.
Totally, yeah. No, I get that. I think I'm gonna think of like a really thoughtful, abstract answer, and then also more of like a niche, concrete answer, just for fun.
Hell yeah. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So my more like broad, abstract one would be this touches back on a lot of the things I was saying already, but just caring about how you make other people feel. I feel like those people, and I mean, I know that you can overdo it, and it's important to consider how you feel also.
Balance is always important.
Yes, I enjoy being around people who at least make an attempt to be aware and to make other people feel good. Because I feel like that's something I value a lot, and I just feel like you can tell when you're talking to somebody and they're like, oh yeah, I'm not thinking about how anything I say affects you or makes you feel. It's I don't know, I feel like maybe there's something a little bit less genuine there, or a little bit, there's not that, seeking connection, I feel like.
You're very focused on the self, in a way.
Yeah, and then, let's see, like, more of a casual, silly answer, I love people who value books. That's such a green flag to me. Doesn't even matter what genre. Like, I worked at Barnes & Noble briefly when I was, like, 18 or something.
Dating pool.
Oh my god, yeah. In fact, that was the job that I got hit on more than any other job. I got so many phone numbers working as a bookseller. It was really funny. Thank you. And I had purple hair at the time. It was, like, it was a good look for me.
It was a good look for you?
Yeah, it was cute. Yeah, it was cute. I had, like, space buns, and they were purple, and, like...
Oh, yeah, you can't dye your hair because of work, right?
Well, funny story. I'm not technically supposed to, but I talked to their teachers about it, and they were like, oh yeah, when the school made that rule, like, half the kids dyed their hair out of protest, so, like, you can do it, and, like, you won't get in trouble. Like, they say you can't, but, like, you can.
Oh, that's so awesome.
But yeah, working at Barnes & Noble, it was like we had a different employee that, like, knew each genre. Like, we had, like, a guy who, like, knew all about, like, had all of the mystery recommendations, like a girl who really liked, like, true crime and, like, horror books and could recommend you things about that. And it was like, even though we all liked extremely different books, we all just got along so well because we were all, like, book people. And it was just like, that's a nice thing that I think I have in common with other book people.
I think that's totally fair. I love that. It's just like that one thing. I can relate to people who read manga.
Yeah.
Like, someone who reads manga, it's like, okay, I have things to talk about, or recommendations to give you, or, like...
There's just, like, a little, like, a certain, like, a color, like, flavor in your soul that, like, we have in common, and therefore gives us some common ground to connect on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I like both answers. I definitely feel like the value of the first one you mentioned is one I, like, seek to get better at as well. Like, I think it's always, like, a never-ending thing, but, like, always looking outside of yourself, because I do feel like I point my arrow sometimes it's like 2 pointed inward, 2 pointed outward. I'm trying to find that balance. Yeah. I feel like the world is always about balance.
My mom's a Libra and she loves to talk about balance since I was a kid. That's like one of the main. We didn't have religion, but she preached about balance a lot. So
that's why I love like the Tao, the yin yang. Like
I think you told me that before. I really like the visual of the scales.
Yes. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's your question now.
Of course. 1 sec. My girlfriend is texting me about if she's gonna need to pick me up, but I think I'll be okay.
Good.
I'll figure it out.
I was like, we took those shots.
Yeah, a while ago, and also I live like 4 minutes away, so if I needed to get an Uber, I would.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
I don't even feel the shots anymore.
No, I don't. I've been drinking coffee at the same time. It kind of balances it out.
Yeah. If you ever want to do another shot, I'm totally down.
Yeah, why don't we do another one soon? I think I could be down.
Okay. I mean, I'm down to take a little break because
should we do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Another break.
Chat, we're taking another break.
Hey, chat, relax. Might put this all together.
Oh yeah, the air's real fresh out here.
Yeah, I was like, we needed some crisp air. A balance.
Yeah.
That gin is still.
Yeah. Should be like, oh yeah, I was finding a question for you, I think.
Oh, yeah, I think it's your turn.
Yeah. Let's see. This is so fun. I love talking.
I love talking too. That's why I was like, I should do a podcast.
Yeah, you should.
I was like, fuck it. I wanted to connect with a lot more people. Again, it's a challenge, like the way I speak, as well as just connecting with people, looking outward and listening to people's stories more than speaking on my own.
And I also just think it's a fun idea because as somebody who's relatively new to the group, I'm excited to hear everybody else talk too. I actually like I hope this is also kind of an opportunity for the people in our group who don't know me that well to like know me a little better.
Yeah. It might open up some doors for people to talk to.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I listened to that podcast. I love what you said, blah, blah, blah. And
yeah, now you know my deepest, darkest secrets, chat.
Yeah. Hey, chat. What's up, chat? We drank gin, by the way. That shit's gross.
Yeah. Well, no, it can be good. That one is gross.
Okay, if you show me a good one,
I'll show you the one that my twin has is really good.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question for you. Are you ready to use your brain?
I am so ready.
Use your gin brain?
My gin brain is hella ready.
Okay. If you could choose any 3 skills that you don't already have to master instantly, what would you pick? And I already have my answers picked if you want to know mine.
Oh, shit. Yes, let's start with yours.
Do you want to know mine first? What if I give you ideas on accident?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait. Okay, so 3 skills to choose. They can be skills I already have? Or
no, they can't be skills you already have. So if like you're already like, if you already like kind of know how to play guitar, you can't pick guitar. It has to be something that you've, because the advantage here is that you have 0 experience and you go from complete novice to complete expert.
Let's do the stock market. Oh, baby. No.
Okay, that's one.
No. That's just fucking, that's
you
boring.
used one wish. No, you can pick it.
Wow, 3 skills. Well, I've done art, so I can't say art.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually a really good question.
Thank you. It could be like a language. It could be like you can be really creative in your interpretation of the word skill.
Yeah.
Social skill.
That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Oh, I just found a different one. I gotta reconsider my answers.
Oh, this was a big thinker. I'm gonna be chat. I'm gonna be thinking real hard on this one. So
do you want me to tell you mine, or do you want to keep thinking the same?
You tell me yours. I don't think I'm gonna go based off yours.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you will either. Mine are pretty specific. Knife throwing.
Oh, damn, that's actually really good.
For years.
That's so good.
And then I was gonna say animation. Oh fuck, I do really. I'm gonna pick 4 because I make the rules.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say knife throwing, animation.
Alrighty.
Sewing's
great.
Actually, I don't know if I can say novel writing because I have been attempting to write novels.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be cheating.
Okay, alright, then my 3 are animation, knife throwing, and sewing.
That's pretty good. That's a solid 3.
Thank you. I think I would die happy if I could do all of those things. Or live happy.
Okay. Don't die yet. You're way too young.
Thank you.
Everyone, there's a rule. I kill everyone above 80.
Sure.
But no one can die before I die. So it's a little conflicting. But, yeah, so you can't die. I have to die first. So don't kill me.
Well, what if I get past 80 before you do, which I will because I'm older than you?
Well, we say our goodbyes. It's like I don't. It's just like it's time for you to go. It's okay.
Sure.
Like it's your time.
I'm distracting you from thinking of your answer.
No, I've been thinking. I think one. It's one I've done a little, but I'm not gonna count.
It won't count. Yeah. I mean, I've like attempted some.
Yeah, gardening.
Oh, that's such a good one.
I think gardening would be really fucking sick to have.
What would you garden, Xander?
Flowers.
Oh, that's so cute. I would also garden flowers.
Yeah, I see. I think flowers would be so cute, and then I could be a florist and put it all together.
Yeah,
I think that'd be so sick. I think
that's a cool.
Singing. I don't know if I can count that because I enjoy singing already.
But if you don't feel like it's like a thing that you've like,
I haven't put any effort into mastering.
It can be something that you've like vaguely like experienced or like playfully experienced before. I think it's fine.
Yeah, singing. I love to sing. I love singing epic. I love singing any songs.
I love singing epic with you. I think it's very fun.
Yeah, I find that very fun too. Let's see. And I want to do like a big like social one because like I don't know.
Hypnosis would be cool.
Magic would be sick.
Like up close magic or like real magic?
Oh, I don't know. Is there real magic? I don't know. If there's real magic, then real magic, of course.
I want to change my answer.
No, that's my answer. You can't change it.
There was no rule that said we can't have the same answer.
No, that's true. You do make the rules.
Right.
Let's see. Honestly, magic would be so cool, but I don't know. I really want to do like a social one, but like it's like being more empathetic for people or whatever. I feel like I am empathetic to an extent. It's something I'm learning, but I wouldn't say like I'm not trying, right?
I like this shirt behind me.
That's the one I wore for New Year's. Chat, if you were listening, New Year's 2025, that's the shirt I wore. It was a bamboo black one. Yeah, just so you have context.
Just so you know, it's important information.
It's important.
You're going to miss the rest of the podcast if you don't know what this looks like, chat.
And behind me, I have my... Actually, I don't even have to say. You guys should know what feathered coat is behind me.
If you're listening to this, you know what color Xander's feather coat is.
Yeah, and if you don't, get to know me. How about that? Jeez.
That should be the album art, like the cover for the podcast. It's the cover.
Honestly, that's a great idea. Oh my damn! It's just a picture of my closet. Okay. And then the third skill. No, I
don't overthink it. This doesn't have to be your permanent for the rest of your life answer. This can just be the one you're thinking of right now answer.
I do DM, but I would love to be more professional in it. I want to master that skill, so I'm gonna just do DMing, even though I'm pretty good. If you guys
be like Brendan level.
Brandon, I'm more of a Matt Mercer fan, so but Brandon Lee Logan is a great DM as well. I do love Brandon Lee Logan, but big Matt Mercer fan. Huge.
I can see that for you.
Huge fan. Good answer. That was a good answer. Good question.
Yeah.
Good answer.
I had a good answer too, I think.
Yeah.
I just would be knife throwing
is hype.
I still want to learn so bad.
Honestly, I think sleight of hand would be so fun to have too.
That would be a pretty good one.
Like just doing
I think those go hand in hand. Those would be good complementary skills.
Right? I just feel like, man,
we could do a Now You See Me heist. If I can throw knives and you can do sleight of hand.
See, now we're talking. I also think it'd be just so like romantic to do something with the sleight of hand. Be like, like here's a flower. What's your favorite color?
Maybe it's because I'm an art person, but I feel like I have to give you several.
Okay.
Because I have different types of favorite color.
Alright.
I feel like my like inside my heart, like my true favorite color is purple. All shades, but more specifically lavender.
Lavender. Big fan.
Just because I feel like that's just like my flavor. But as I've been getting into my more like masculine side of my gender, I have been really liking. At first, it was the color red, which may or may not have been influenced by my Shadow the Hedgehog face. Jury's out. And then
Jury's out.
And then now at this point in my transition, I'm getting really into like green, which I feel like is a little bit of a trans mask stereotype.
What kind of green? Like olive green?
Mossy, like forest green.
Is that wait? Hold on. That's a trans stereotype.
I mean, I don't want to speak for like the entire trans community,
No, you're speaking
but
for the whole community right
from what
now.
I've observed, it's you know, there's a
Is
couple,
it really?
there's quite a few stereotypes, and I think like green is kind of like
Damn.
yeah, that
Hey.
and bugs.
Bugs. All the people who want to play bugs.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
If you like bugs, if you really like How to Train Your Dragon, if you were a big Hiccup fan,
I feel
I've
like you're
heard-
calling out some people, right?
I'm definitely calling out some people right now, and
You're
I don't know,
calling out
maybe
yourself.
this is controversial, but
let's not talk politics.
let's not talk politics here.
Also,
chat.
I've been wanting. Hey, chat.
Chat,
relax.
rein it in.
Calm down, chat. Man, I want to make a moss wall for my room.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, I would be really into that. Maybe that makes me a stereotype.
I should.
But that's okay.
I should show you my collage of like what I want to make for my room, like my Pinterest
Yeah, you
collage.
should.
Let me.
I like that you say collage. That's great.
Is that not how it's said?
I'm so sorry.
Is it really not?
It can be collage. I like that better.
Is it how else would you say?
Collage.
What
Oh,
did I
who
say?
knows? That's just how I say it. And a lot of words that I say are words that I learned reading and
feel
that I
like-
decided how to pronounce. So
I feel like we just said the same word. Collage?
collage.
We're saying the same thing.
You're saying co and I'm saying ka.
It's collage? What?
But I like collage better. That's why I was like,
Collage.
ooh, that's nice. That's
Ah,
nice.
shoot. This is like the fucking melee thing. Ugh.
Melee?
Yeah, I like saying melee.
It's fine. Say it however you want to say it.
I will.
I have certain words that I'm like, I know this isn't correct, but this is better.
Yeah, no, I do that with
And all words are made up, so.
Okay, here's the collage. Yeah.
I vibe with that a lot. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's kind of the vibe we're going for in our living room, actually.
Right? I just want to do like witch hut kind of vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, forest, witchy.
Forest, comforting, but not like the. I'm not the witch who gives you what you need, like to cure the illness that you have. You know, that kind of vibe.
That makes me think of a book series I read as a kid called Magic, but magic is spelled wild. That's one thing I love about the fantasy genre, is like how they just choose to spell the same words, like the word fairy, where they're like, we're gonna slap as many fucking vowels in this word as we
Yeah.
want, and now it's our own word.
Yeah, I do agree. It's just like, let's throw a couple
Yeah.
E's, a little bit more I's.
Throw in like a G and an H maybe in there, like
Whoa.
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 That was a close one, chat. That was a close one.
They got a part of the community, but still. Okay, it's, your turn or my turn? I think, oh wait, no, I did. I asked your favorite color. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. Okay. If you had to cast yourself in a movie, what actor would play you?
What?
This one's such a hard one to answer, so you might have to think about it. B and I have asked each other this before, and it took us each like 30 minutes.
Okay. Wait, so an actor. I'm choosing an actor for
Yeah.
me.
Actor, actress, whoever.
There's the guy in Dune. I'm pretty sure.
I've not seen Dune.
Oh shit.
Poor Jordy wants me to watch it really bad,
We
but
should. I haven't watched it either.
yeah, well, if you want to watch it together, we can.
I'm down. I'm
Okay.
so down, diggity. But
You have
like,
to show me a picture,
oh shit, I don't.
and then you gotta know their name so that the chat can look them up if they want.
The guy in Dune, because I'm pretty sure some people have said I look like him. That or Steve the Hair Harrington, that guy.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Guy.
can
I
see
just
it for you.
typed the guy in Dune.
You know, we should also answer who we would cast as each other, and I think what is his name? The guy who plays Steve Harrington.
Oh my god.
That's a
Steve
nice-
Cobell. That's not it.
No, I think it's like Joe
Oh,
Curie.
Joe Curry. That sounds right.
Joe Curie? Maybe that's it.
I think that sounds right.
Chat, don't fact check me.
Timothy Chalamet. That's
For me?
No,
thank
that's
God.
the person that I look like.
Oh, okay.
So I've heard is like that guy right there.
Okay.
I had a random person at Milk be like, "You look like that guy," and I was like, "I don't know who that is, but that's awesome." And then everyone's like, "That's a compliment as hell." I was like, "Okay."
Compliment as hell.
For you, shit, I don't know, dude. Honestly,
Any gender, I won't.
I'm really bad with actors, so don't hate me.
It's okay. I don't know.
So don't act.
I only know actors that were in the MCU because that was my hyper interest.
Oh,
hyper
nice.
fix. I had some gin chat. Whatever interest for like.
I had some gin
decade or
chat.
something.
Jin just dropped in the chat. Honestly, I feel like is his name Dustin, like the scientist guy in the Stranger Things. He kind of
the one that's buddies with Steve.
yeah. I feel like you kind of match. It might be the mullet.
It could be the mullet, but also just vibes wise, I'll take that.
Yeah, I just watched Stranger Things. That might be.
Yeah. This might be like, and you know what? No, I can cast myself self-indulgently, and I will.
Yeah, I just did that. Like,
yeah, the reason I read the Game of Thrones books when I was younger is because I had like a distant relative,
nice.
like my mom's like cousin's son or something, tell me that I looked like the actress who plays Arya Stark, and so I read them just for her, and then I was like, oh, this is a fucking awesome character.
Don't spoil.
Glad to be. Oh, I haven't even watched the last season. I don't consider it to be
I just haven't watched. I haven't finished the watch. I'm like,
I won't spoil anything.
3 or 4.
I'll just say that she's an awesome character, and I was excited to be compared to her.
Slaps.
Especially when I was younger, I think I did look a lot like her.
Yeah.
I haven't, to be fair, haven't looked her up in a few years, but I feel like we look similar enough that maybe that would work.
I could see it when she's like, especially pretending to be a boy. Not the same as what you're doing, but yeah.
No, this is my boy cosplay, but I also have a girl cosplay. It's all cosplay.
Yeah, it's all cosplay.
Yeah.
So it's all cosplay. Yeah. I have my cosplays too.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just playing dress up.
I've come to realize that. Oh shit.
Sorry, I just realized I've been clicking my phone case for a minute. I'm gonna move that away from the microphone.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, chat. So I've come to realize I'm 2 birds. So I'm flamingo, and then I'm a toucan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is a good question. I want to talk about birds.
You want to talk about birds?
Yeah.
What kind of birds are you?
I have 2 birds. I always say that my spirit animal is a crow because I'm really smart but also kind of stupid. And I like to hop around and I like to collect shiny things. You've seen my rock collection.
I've seen your rocks.
Yes, I love to collect shiny things. I'm prone to stopping in parking lots because I saw something sparkling on the ground.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so I think those are my spirit animal, and then I also just love owls.
Owls always. Yeah. I really wanted to choose an owl. Yeah. Athena. I wanted to choose an owl for me as well because I love owls.
We can both be owls. We can share. There's enough owls to go around.
I'm sure. But I wanted to limit myself to 2 birds.
Okay.
And I chose toucan because I don't know why. I've always loved the toucan.
Is it Fruit Loops?
Maybe.
I wasn't expecting that to trip you up.
It's just really what I was thinking about. I was like, holy shit, I like Fruit Loops. So there's a Pokemon. I don't know why I touched that, but anyway, there's a
like this here.
There's a wall. Chat, I'm touching the wall.
ASMR chat.
ASMR chat. It's the wall. There's a toucan Pokemon that I really enjoyed. Toucanon, I believe. But like, I don't know. I was looking at toucans and the slick back, black with like the colorful beak just feels so meat coated. I just felt, and I'm now trying to like put together because I have a black fur coat. I think it's over there.
Put together toucan.
Yeah, toucan outfit where I just like a little bit of like.
If you want help painting a mask, I recently discovered in painting all 3 of our masks the other week that I like painting masks.
I mean, if I need a mask, I'll come to you. I don't know if I need a mask, but I will come.
Everybody needs a mask, but
I don't have
MASC.
What? Like mask? Masculine?
I was making a joke because I'm a little tipsy, chat.
Chat.
Like mask lesbian, mask person.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Everyone needs one.
But
I don't have a soundboard.
That's okay.
We are the soundboard.
Yeah. I've been making sounds.
That was a badumch in my closet. But yeah, that's my answer. Is I guess Timothy Chalamet because I've heard.
I forgot the question.
I forgot too. I got there. I opened my phone. I was like, oh yeah. Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Ooh, I should have marked down what I've asked.
I was doing that while you left a minute ago.
Genius over here. Someone's thinking with their big brain. And I'm asking small brain questions.
Oh, these are good questions.
What does love mean to you?
I know you like this question.
How do you know that?
Because I know you've asked other people this question.
I have.
Yeah.
I asked B one time.
Let's see. Let me think about my answer.
I think this is very okay. While you're thinking,
I've got it.
Oh,
but do you want to go first?
I was just gonna say the reason why I like asking this question is because I love people's perspectives. People's perspectives always blow my mind away. Every time I hear someone's perception of me, or that the fact that they've been thinking about me and stuff like that, I'm always like, what? That's impossible. No way. But when it comes to love, everyone has like different things, and it's not about like, oh, what's your love language? Like love language, yeah, it can be like a useful tool, but it's not like your end all.
The definition.
Yeah, I think everyone has such a beautiful interpretation of what is romance, what is love to them, right? And I'm not speaking strictly into like platonic romantic.
Just love in general.
Yeah, it can be family, it can be your partner, it can be your friend.
I think my answer applies to all of that.
Good. And yeah, I want to hear your answer. Let's hear it.
Yeah. I think that love is finding joy in another person's joy. Is when just them being happy makes you like even happier.
Yeah, compersion, I believe is what it's called.
Oh, I don't know that word. I love learning new words though.
I think that is me, like taking joy from another person's joy, but I might be wrong. I'll look it up in a second.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, but like I see that with you know, my friends and my family, my partner, but also like the kids I work with. Like when I get to the point where it's like seeing something that makes them happy, even if that thing wouldn't normally make me happy, or maybe would even be an inconvenience to me, seeing it bring joy in them and having that be enough of a reward in its own. I feel like that is a type of love, is just prioritizing that person's happiness, not necessarily over your own, but having that be a reward in and of itself.
Yeah, I think I can understand that. Like having just the feeling of like, even if it does inconvenience you maybe, but it's like
it's seeing
seeing someone else so just ecstatic about something. Like I love watching someone explain something that they're so passionate about, even if it's like I don't know,
listening to people info dump about stuff, and you see how happy they are, and you're like, no, that's
it's like I that's more I'll listen. I don't give a fuck what it is about. You like for you like Hasbro Hotel, awesome, I'll listen to Hasbro Hotel.
Way to out me, Hasbro Hotel fan.
Chat, I think we all knew this, but
chat, you can't. I'm a cool Hasbro Hotel fan. I'm really chill. I'm really low key, and I'm down low about it.
I'm sly as hell.
Don't get any of my clothes.
I'm sly as hell about it.
And I think that I remember the first time being like, yeah, I am a fan of Hasbro Hotel, but I try and keep it on the down low, and you looked at me and you were like, this is on the down low? And I was like, yeah, you don't know how much I'm holding back.
I'm holding back. There's only 20%.
I'm holding back real hard.
20% of my power on.
You should see how much of my brain. What can I say? Gay demons singing musical in hell. There's something beautiful about that.
I love me some gay.
And I love a creative character design. I like all the angles are drawn so sharp, and that's so different from how I draw that I find it very appealing and challenging.
Yeah, I think
that's my defense.
It is. You don't need a defense.
I feel like I do, because there's some controversy about it, and I admit that it's a flawed piece of media, but also I don't get to choose my special interest. My special interest like stuffs a bag over my head and throws me in a van, and that's what I get to think about for the next several years.
I think my philosophy on life is that if it brings you joy, then that's all that
so much joy.
Like of course, like
sorry, I just thought of something funny, but I don't have to say it right now.
When I think the world is meant to be, you're supposed to curate it into your masterpiece of joy, right? And there are things that you enjoy that like before, as I was a kid, I would shame people like the furry community, for an example, for enjoying what they like, but and sometimes I still catch myself being like, I don't really understand it, but like it brings people immense joy.
And if it's not hurting anybody, then like why rip on something?
You should always pursue things that bring you joy, unless it takes away joy from other people.
I completely agree.
Yeah, like murder is not okay. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Or
chat, murder is wrong, and you can quote me on that.
Murder is quote. Chat, if you're listening,
I'm not afraid to say it.
Throw that 8 times in the quote chat. Don't do it. But yeah. Anyway, what were we gonna say?
Actually, maybe this isn't funny, but I think it's kind of funny. It's when I was in the hospital the other week, and I was in like immense pain, and they were waiting to see if the first dose of pain meds helped before they put me on a second dose. How I got through that was having Beatrice play Hasbro Hotel in my ear for me to listen to. And so I was like yelling and sobbing and just like listening to it play in my ear because I couldn't keep my eyes open with how bad it hurt. But and it helped.
Yeah.
It helped a lot.
You got that dopamine rush going.
Yeah, and then the doctor came in and I was like, shh, turn it off.
I don't want to be embarrassed. Turn that shit
yeah.
off. I like my special interest of when I was more intense into Epic. I listened to that when I do love Epic, and I love showing people Epic still. But when I was like very intense to it, when I was listening to it every day, and I knew everything, and I still know quite a lot about Epic.
Epic's like my side hoe interest right now. Where it's like if that's the one right beneath Hasbin Hotel, but Hasbin Hotel takes up so much space in my brain. Wait, sorry, continue.
But I listened to Epic whenever I was going through something really hard and emotional. Epic would help me. So yeah, I could relate. It's okay. I don't think that's that weird.
No,
I'm just sorry you went through the kidney stone pain. That's awful.
Yeah. Chat, don't keep your rock collection in your body. It's bad.
Oh shit. Is your question?
Let me figure out where I stored my phone in your closet.
It's right on the ground there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, we kind of talked about our spirit birds, but one of my questions was, what's your spirit animal and why do you think it suits you?
Oh, cool. Well, my animal of choice that I relate to the most. Let's see. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna choose my birds.
Yeah, okay, then you know what? I want to ask a different question then, because I kind of felt like we got already answered.
No, yeah, I was like, no, that's totally fine. But for the chat, flamingo and toucan. I'm a flamingo with a toucan riding on.
Excellent fruity choices there.
Yeah, I got Fruit Loops guy going on, and I got pink, and white, black, and yellow.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What 3 words would you use to describe each of us?
So
like 3 words for you and 3 words for me.
Damn. Okay. You be thinking too, because I'm curious.
I'll be thinking. Oh shit, I gotta write them down if I'm gonna be thinking though, because chat, we've had some gin and
Chat, hear me out.
Just in case you forget.
If you have forgotten in these 2 minutes, we have drinking. Okay. 3 words to describe you. 3 words to describe me.
You don't have to overthink it. They don't have to be like really deep, profound words.
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking. My gym brain is a little bit slow. I'm thinking.
That's so fair.
3 words to describe you. One that pops in my mind is curious. I feel like you have a deep curiosity for, and maybe that stems from like wanting to understand children and stuff like that, but like you're curious on the way people think, but also like, I don't know, you're just curious of the world, and like you have that curiosity in your own nature, and I think that's the outward arrows that you were talking about earlier. It's just like you're curious on the world that surrounds you more than anything. I love that.
Thank you. That makes me feel very seen, actually. I do feel like I wasn't even thinking of that as one of my words, but I do feel like that's very accurate, and that's one of the reasons why I really liked being in schools. As like cheesy as it sounds, I really like to learn. I have so many questions. I want to know all the things.
Yeah, I think that's valid for your nature. For me, I don't know. I don't want to be in school no more. I like school for certain things. I like social.
Yeah, totally. I feel like the American public school system caters to one very specific type of learner, and because even though I have other like deficits and stuff with you know, my special brain that I have, I'm very good at memorizing things in a short amount of time and then forgetting them when I no longer need them, and that works perfectly for standardized testing. So I did all right in school because I could memorize stuff and then you know, forget it the next week.
Just dump that shit. I did the same thing.
I can't speak German, but I got all A's in German.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I actually can't speak Chinese, but I got A's in Chinese.
Nice, yeah.
Well, I know Womeo Kutsu.
Nice.
I don't have pants.
Du bist ein Zwiebel.
What does that mean?
You are an onion.
For the fucking most useless things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Curious. I was gonna say empathetic. That is in relation to. I think they coincide a little bit. Like your curiosity to people, but you're very calming. Like you are like I'm gonna use what I view my soul as, because maybe that comes from you being my son. hear me out. But like a nice breeze on the wind with like leaves rustling, I feel like that is what you are to people. And I think that is very valuable to a lot of people because like that sense of calm is very frightening. But also, you know, you're fun and you got your spikes that is good, like a good spike.
Yeah. Thank you. That's sweet. That aligns a lot with back when I was an RBT, I was very specifically assigned to all of the kids with super high anxiety. Because my supervisor and a lot of parents and families I worked with said that I had like a very soothing effect on their children, and also sometimes the anxious parents, which I thought was so nice because I was like, oh, you know, anxiety was something big thing that I struggled with. So the idea that I can provide other people relief from that means a lot to me. So thank you.
You're welcome. So far, I'm hitting on the notes.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. You're getting a good grade in this question.
Fuck yeah. And then let's see. I think the third one. Oh man, there was a word that popped in my head, but it disappeared. Come back. I think you're funny.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think you have a funny nature. I think it's that same joyous like interpretation of the world, and that like the world is there's a lot of frog in the wells, right? And I can be that sometimes. Maybe you can be as well, but like you know, there's a lot of just it's silly.
Yes, I thank you. I like to make people laugh, and I definitely that's something that I value in other people is the ability to be silly and have humor, and takes you a long way with kids. Yeah. Honestly, you can make them laugh.
Being silly is the best.
They're definitely the silliest teacher in my classroom, which bites me in the ass a little sometimes when they get a little too silly with me, and I'm like, whoa, now we gotta. I'm still a teacher. You can't say that to me. Maybe you shouldn't say that to me, actually.
Hey, keep down the down low.
Yeah.
Oh, I do 3 words about myself. Fuck, that's so hard.
I have my words about you, but I don't want to give them to you. I'm not gonna give you my answers.
Well, that's mean.
I'm gonna prop this open though, so I can get a little breeze because it's toasty in the closet chat.
You can open it if you want.
This actually does pretty well unless you get it open.
No, that shit don't move.
I like being in the dark though.
I like being in the dark too. Actually, it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
It's kind of like a late night sleepover.
Yeah, I know, totally. Chat, to paint you a word picture, we're in a very dark closet that gets humid very fast.
Yeah, it's hot as hell. And I don't want to put a fan in here.
We've changed into t-shirts, but it's still quite toasty.
We're doing our best. I should have prepared a cold drink instead of a hot drink.
I think you should get a cute little like fan in here.
But I'm worried about the audio.
Oh, maybe a hand fan? We could take turns fanning each other while it's your question.
I also have these hot ass feathers against my back. Anyways, okay.
That's rough.
3 for me. Whew, that's hard. A lot of people perceive me in such fun ways. And I view myself not those ways. Yeah. I'm really hard on myself. But let's see. Let's be some positive chat.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
I think my wit and my callbacks and just how I can drive a conversation, I think is very good.
Yeah. I would agree.
I can be caring. I try my best to be, but to be empathetic to people, but also understand how it can affect people.
You come across as very caring.
Yeah. I've just had a lot of incidents in my past. And obviously maybe in my future where like I wasn't where I should have been. But I hope to learn from those. And I'm very introspective. Yeah, I feel like I reflect a lot on my like learning, and like I wish to understand how I've affected people. But also like just further improve myself into the version I wish to see myself as. And sometimes that can be very conflicting. It's a double-edged blade because I can care more about how people perceive me more than how I perceive myself. And I honestly, I'm right now especially, I'm more looking for myself. Like I don't want to be fake. I want to be I want to be myself, and I don't want to. I just want people to see the real me, and maybe some people won't like that, and I don't care. Actually,
no, it's none of your business what other people think of you.
Yeah, exactly.
I would agree with that. I think you're very introspective, and I think that's one of the things that I really like about you. I love having really I like friends who like to think. I like to think too. That's one of the reasons Jordy and I get along so well. He's very introspective as well.
Yeah, you gotta be thinking. You gotta be
thinking. Gotta have thoughts to share.
Yeah, it's the worst when it's like, here's this really deep thought I've been thinking about, and then someone meets it.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it's the worst.
I'm like, no, tell me if you think I'm wrong. I want to know. Tell me what parts you agree with if you agree.
No, give me your own spin.
Let's get some discourse going. Like, I changed my mind. For the love of God, please change my mind.
No, exactly.
Really fun. Yeah, so a lot of your words about yourself aligned with the words that I had about you. Woo! Like you said, introspective. I put thoughtful.
Hey.
I think you're a very thoughtful person, both when it comes to like empathy with other people and also just like thinking about stuff in general. Yeah. Very cerebral.
I try to be Chad. I really try.
Yeah. And then I also put sweet. And so yeah, obviously you're a very sweet, caring person.
I suppose.
Yes. Confirmed. And then I put funny for you, which is sort of you put funny for me.
We're twinning.
Yeah, you make me laugh a lot.
You make me laugh too.
Puts me at ease.
Good.
I did have a harder time coming up with words for myself.
It's so hard. Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know if the middle one will sound positive, but I mean it in a positive way.
Okay.
I would describe myself as creative, emotional, and persuasive.
I think emotional is positive.
Yeah, I feel big things.
So creative, emotional, and what was the third one?
Persuasive.
Persuasive.
Yes, I've been told since I was a kid that I'm very persuasive. My mom was like, "You're dangerously persuasive," because when I was younger, I really wanted her to have another baby because I loved kids and babies. And like a couple times she was like, "Ooh, you gotta shut up. You're gonna talk me into having another kid. And I don't want another kid."
That's hilarious. That's actually so cute to have.
Yeah, or I've been told sometimes I'm a little too good at arguing and I need to let other people express their thoughts a little bit more.
Damn.
Yeah,
shit.
I
don't know if I've experienced that from you, to be honest.
No.
Unless you've persuaded me, and
maybe I've persuaded you subconsciously.
Yeah, I'm scared. Oh my god!
I'm gonna persuade you to love yourself and be so confident in yourself.
No, I'm a little too strong-headed on that. I'm a Taurus,
we'll see.
As they're stubborn, and so.
Well, I'm a two-faced Gemini.
Oh shit!
No, my twin's my other face. Yeah.
I like emotional. I don't think. My brother would probably view that as something that is like flawed, but I don't.
Yeah, if you're uncomfortable around emotions, then maybe those are the people that. But I also, I feel like I reserve a lot of those big emotions for the people who are close enough to me to be comfortable around them. Like my partner Beatrice would probably agree with that one. I feel things very strongly. As an adult, I'm better at holding it together though until I'm in a safe enough space to be like, I need to fall apart about this for a minute.
Yeah, I honestly, it's hard, but sometimes I will just randomly like break down about things that like. But I wouldn't trade feeling those intense emotions for anything because that means I can feel life.
Yeah, no. And as a kid, when I struggled with them more, I feel like I hated how deeply I felt things because I felt negative emotions so deeply that I still do sometimes. It does feel like a physical like pain in my body and stuff. But I feel like I've come to appreciate that even though I feel the lows really intensely, I also think that I have the capacity to feel the highs and the good of emotion really well. Like while I do feel like loss and sadness and regret and all of those yucky things really deeply, I also think that I feel joy and love and gratitude really, really deeply, and I'm grateful for that. And I also think what better way is there to be an artist than to have an overabundance of emotion to channel into it, because what is art if not expression?
No, especially in all art medias, but like for poetry, that's applied for me.
My best poetry has been written when I'm like kind of freaking out a little bit, when I'm crying somewhere.
I'm just like,
that's when you write the good shit.
Yeah. And it just, I think it encapsulates it into something you can process.
Yeah, better. And I took a creative writing class in high school, but the teacher, I had such beef with this teacher, and of course I didn't express it because I was such a teacher's pet. But she used to tell us like, no angst in my class. I don't want to read any teenage angst in any of your poetry. And I was like, that is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. First of all, you signed up for this. You're going to read our awful poetry about our teenage hormones and feelings. But also, it's like, that is the whole goddamn point of poetry, is to take those emotions that are too hard to keep in your body and to put it on paper in a way that, like, makes sense or, like, makes you feel seen. And if you're taking that away from kids, what is the point of having them write poetry in the first place if they're not confronting the things that they need to work through? I thought that was so dumb. I was like, you're bad at this. She also, like, told us she didn't want to be a creative writing teacher. And I was like, well, why am I taking this class from you?
Yeah, no, that's so sad because, like, creative writing is definitely a way for a lot of people to, like, translate their emotions into something that's tangible. It is a release,
for sure.
Yeah. I honestly wish I wrote more during, like, these emotional turmoils because, like, it gets stuck in your brain and that gunks up your heart, gunks up your organs.
Oh my gosh, there's like no better feeling for me than when, like, I'm really upset about something and I write something that I'm really proud of and I'm like, oh my gosh, that feels like such a beautiful way of expressing this bad thing I was feeling, and now I have it here on paper in front of me and it feels like taking it out of my body and putting it somewhere else in a way that is very, like, intentional and controlled and also just kind of lovely, and it makes me feel so, like, proud and soothed. And even if I don't show it to anybody, like, I'm grateful that I have that. And so also I think maybe just from the perspective of being somebody who works with, like, kids and has worked with a lot of troubled kids, it's like, why would you take away that outlet, you evil woman?
Yeah, no, that would be fucking awful.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
Is it my turn for a question?
Let's say yes.
Okay, I think
probably.
I think so, because you did the 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 3 what? Oh, words. No.
Yeah, 3 that we think of ourselves and you.
Yes,
and
that's right.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. I wrote a question that we...
Some of my questions we actually, like, naturally talked through anyway. It's funny.
What'd you made... what?
Yes.
Yes. What made you decide on Dante?
Well, I mean, I think the quickest answer is you did.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, the night Xander and I met, it was like a bar crawl night, and, like, somewhere towards the end of the night, Xander thought very strongly that my name was Dante, and I was like, oh, you know what, like, that's not my name, but, like, you can call me that, actually, like, I kind of like that. And then I thought about it, I was like, you know, I kind of like that better than my name. And then over the next, like, year or so, I kind of had more, like, gender awakening stuff and realized that I was more masculine than I thought I was, and grew to really like the name Dante. And I know you and I talk about fate a lot. We both have different words for it, but, like, I believe that everything that is, like, meant to happen happens, and that things fall into place in our lives exactly the way that they're meant to. And I love all the synchronicities with the name Dante. Like, you read my letter where I talked about you know, the like, oh my gosh, I'm blanking out, Dante's Inferno. Yeah. Synchronicities there where my partner's name is Beatrice, and it just, I think the things that drew me to that name, though, when you did point it out, is you know, I've gotten vulnerable here on the podcast in the closet. I've talked about, you know, there was like vast majority of my life I felt like I had no control over my life, and I really never felt strong.
Yeah.
I think that showed in a lot of my special interests. I was very into superheroes and things that felt strong, and I was jealous of that. Because I didn't feel like I was a strong person. I didn't feel like I had any control over what happened to me.
Yeah.
And the name Dante, even just, like, phonetically, sounds like a strong name to me. And, like, even though the name I had before was already gender neutral, my other name felt very soft. Not as, like, not as masculine, not as strong, not as, like, powerful as, like, Dante.
Yeah.
I really liked that, and then I'm all about the meaning behind things, so I really liked the synchronicities there. And, you know, it doesn't hurt that I have this fascination with hell and demons.
No,
that lines up well.
A little bit of spice on there.
Yeah, no, it checks a lot of boxes for me, but really, like, at the end of the day, it was just, like, a name that felt really right for me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was actually, I don't know if I've told you this, but I was really nervous to ask people to call me Dante, because I was like, that's such a cool name. People are gonna be like, that doesn't suit you. That doesn't fit you. I was like, I feel embarrassed asking people to call me such, like, a cool, strong name, because
I just thought you were Dante at the rip.
Right, which is love you for that. But I like talked about it with Beatrice a lot before I started asking people to call me that, because I was just like, and I was like, do you feel like that suits me, or you're just saying that because you're my girlfriend and you love me and you want me to pick my name and be happy with it? But I was so nervous when we moved up to Salt Lake. I talked to her about it on one of our really long drives, moving our stuff up from St. George, of like, I think like we're going to be making a lot of new friends, we're going to be meeting a lot of new people. I think I want to start testing it out and introducing myself as Dante to people. And like the very first party we went to where I saw you again, we were filling out name tags, and I think I actually wrote my old name and then was like, oh shit, that's right, I'm going by a different name, and like fixed it. And then it was really just the affirming experience of having everybody call me that and being like, oh, like my heart skips a beat. And honestly, still to this day, it hasn't worn off for me. Every time somebody calls me Dante, it's almost like I forget a little bit and I hear it in the instant little burst of dopamine in my brain and in my heart. And that was the piece that I was like, okay, yes, this is something that I want for the rest of my life, I think.
That was so crazy. That was Ross's party.
Yes. Fish tanks, I remember.
Yes, I remember I got off of work. I was so fucking tired. And I was loopy that time.
I remember you being out of it when I was like, well, you named me. Did you know you named me? Like, you're like basically my dad, right?
Yeah. I was like, because for me, I was just like, I have a disciple. And so I was like, oh, maybe I'm like your Jesus or something. And then you're like, oh, yeah, Dad? And I was like, son? And
that does come from, I was watching a lot of Fantasy High, Brendan Lee Mulligan's, what's it called? Dimension 20?
Yes.
And in it, Zach has a bit that he does where his character doesn't know who his dad is.
Oh, yeah, he
constantly throughout the series, he's like, Dad?
Yes.
Papa? To everybody. And so that's kind of what I was putting on when I was like, Dad?
Yeah.
And then you were like, hell yeah, I'll be your father. And I was like, shit, okay. Like,
I already had a daughter, so I was like, oh, I need a son.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
Yeah, they're both older than me. But, that's amazing.
They say your children raise you.
That's true.
Do they say that? I don't know.
I don't think they say that.
I think somebody
I've
does.
never heard that.
I think I've heard that from somebody.
I believe you, but I've never heard that.
I also might have made that up.
That sounds...
I have quite the active imagination.
Actually, I've heard a little bit of like how you will grow from your child as well. So that makes sense, but I've never heard that specifically. But
who's to say?
Yeah, I'm glad you started going by it, and I'm glad you're my son now.
Yeah,
we've had a good father-son bond that only continues to grow.
Yeah, and you're a special person to me for so many reasons, but especially being the person who gave me the idea and gave me my name makes you definitely extra special to me. So I'm grateful for you.
You're special to me because you're my son. But also, just connecting the conversations that we've had, and like just emotionally connecting with you and the time that we spent together. And I really value how much that you just text me like, hey, you want to come over and fucking hang out? I love that. I'm like, I'm losing my mind. You want to hang out? I'm like,
gosh, yeah. Casually making plans is so key to a friendship with me, because I overthink making plans and get really stressed out. But when I have people in my life that I can be like, hey, do you want to do something like right now or like in an hour?
Yeah,
that really helps me out.
Which rarely for me, because I'm a very schedule oriented person. I can make it work, but I like to make time. Yeah, even if it's like after work, sure, I'll be there.
Yeah, I appreciate a schedule too.
Yeah.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Is it my turn?
Is it your turn? Yes.
I feel like it might be my turn.
I asked you about Dante, but I really need to go to the bathroom.
I do too! Twins.
Twinning.
Okay.
Alright.
Chat, we're gonna take a break.
Yeah, he's gotta slide it that way.
It was like we're stuck in this closet.
We can't get out.
Sorry, nobody's peeing.
No pissing. Chat, it's break time again because I need to piss. And also, wow. Hello again. We're climbing into a closet. I don't know what I'm gonna edit out or in or what spaces, but it's gonna be edited somehow.
It is?
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding.
I might just put it all together and call it a day.
Yeah. I won't be offended. Whenever you decide to cut. We'll be like, you missed the part where I, talked about my kidney stone. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of one thing that I've said so far.
I don't think I'm gonna cut any of our conversation. It's just more of like when we're taking breaks.
Yeah, the shenanigans.
What?
You gotta cut out the shenanigans.
I'm never. That's the whole point of this podcast.
You're right. This is nothing but shenanigans.
It's literally nothing.
I just like the word shenanigans.
Shenanigans is.
I use it a lot with my students at the school, and they think it's very funny.
Do you feel like you found your divinity stuck in the closet?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. The purpose of it.
Am I not wearing my?
No. You haven't been.
I drove here without my glasses. That's okay.
Oh.
It was dark outside. I saw the signs. It was fine.
I believe you.
Thank you.
Your turn for the question, I believe.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of one. Like a lot of these we've like kind of touched on, so I'm like, let me see if there's one. What's one item on your bucket list, Xander?
One item on my bucket list?
Mm-hmm.
Skydiving?
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm biased because I have a fear of heights.
I have a fear of heights too, but I want to go skydiving with my cousin sometime.
That's really brave of you.
Yeah. I don't know why I want to do it, but I want to do it.
That makes me feel sick just imagining you doing it.
I know.
Because part of me wanted to be like, oh, if we're both afraid, I should go with you. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to offer that.
Fuck that. What about you? What's something on your bucket list?
The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is a kind of silly one, but I want to.
We're here shenanigans.
I want to dance around in a fountain wearing dress clothes like in the Friends intro.
Oh, that sounds sick.
Right?
Yeah, I'll join you for that one.
Thank you.
I'll wear a dress.
I came up with that one in high school, and I think it still stands.
That's hype, honestly.
Yeah. Or I'd love to publish a book. It would be a more.
Publish a book? That'd be sick. I would read your book somehow. Even though I struggle with books. I did read The Untethered Soul for quite a bit of chapters.
Yeah. I know. I'm still working on rereading that one. Books that there's no swords, there's no convoluted magic system, there's no dragons.
I have to read one chapter or even like 2 pages, and I have to think about it for a whole month.
Yeah, and I gotta like make myself read on my lunch break when my ADHD meds are like raging in my system. Like. I don't know. And then I got distracted reading a German book. Yeah. So I'll come back to it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But that one has definitely like, it talks about you can either do 2 things with your heart. You can either have it closed or you can have it open. You can't have in between. And I like that because it's like, I choose to have my heart open. And that means I have to accept that there will be things that like will hurt it. And that comes inevitably.
It's like the walls we talked about. Yeah.
But like I can just accept that pain and the fact that it is a double-edged sword, and
it's a really price to pay.
I try to understand it, but in the moment of where I am feeling intensely about either the thoughts in my head are trying to trick me or something did happen, it is hard.
Letting yourself be vulnerable like will always inevitably lead to being hurt in some way, but it's still so worth it for the good parts that come with being vulnerable with other people.
Yeah, I agree. I try to be the most vulnerable I can be with people. I'm very open about everything about me. But I don't know. It's still like, even if I tell you something that is vulnerable to me, like closeness is a little different. One, that takes time in general, but like I don't know, to feel seen, right? Yeah. I think that is a different feeling entirely. I think that is a level of closeness for someone to feel like they can actually see me, because like some people can claim that they know me, but like I don't know, I can disagree. Yeah, or like the difference between like I feel like there are people that see pieces of me and parts of me, but not the whole. And I think those are the people in my life who are most special to me, is people who I'm like, I actually feel like you see me and understand who I am as a person. Yeah. That's immensely valuable to me, because I feel like that's super hard for me to find. Yeah, I agree. That is like one of the most valuable treasures to have. Is just someone who has seen the full painted picture of you. Yeah, I feel like maybe that is why I'm so open to sharing about my experiences and stuff, is because I am kind of always looking for that for that same.
Yeah,
I think I feel the same way, but it doesn't mean. It
doesn't always lead to finding that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. It's hard to like describe in words of like what that feeling, I guess, that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But
it's called clarity.
Clarity?
Maybe.
It feels like it's kind of in line with like understandment. It's like understanding someone and what they've gone through, but also like they understand what you have gone through. Sympathy, empathy. I don't know.
I think there's more empathy than sympathy, but
yeah,
I mix those up sometimes.
They're hard. They're too similar. Did I ask you? Asked a question. The bucket list.
It's your turn.
What other questions do I have? Let me see if I have one.
Truth or dare?
Truth or dare? I dare you take another shot of gin. Oh god.
There's like one shot left in that bottle.
Oh shit. Polish that bad boy.
I'm a sleepy drunk.
Passes out easily. I think we're close to the end of our podcast here as well. So
yeah, I like the little robot we're talking to. It's cute.
He's got a red light. A little snowball. That's what it's called. Let's see. Let me figure out. Done that. I feel like we've talked a lot about beliefs and stuff like that, so I don't know if we need to ask that question. Ask that. I already talked about that.
I'd like to point out that it sounds like you're saying ask that, which is kind of funny.
Do you like being given flowers? What's your favorite kind of flower? I have learned of your favorite flowers. But
I love being given flowers. Actually, gift giving is a pretty big love language of mine, which you probably noticed because I've given you lots of things. I love giving things to people, and I love receiving gifts, even if they don't have to be store-bought gifts or things like that. But I love having let's get deep and philosophical about it. I think I love having physical tokens and reminders that people care about me, because I went through so much of my life thinking that people didn't.
Yeah, I think that's totally valid, and it also materializes something instead of it just in your mind, right?
Yeah, and like no matter how long it's been since somebody has given me something, I think about them every single time I look at it or use it. And that's meaningful to me.
That's really sweet. That's good to know of you as well. I like that. I think I'm out of my questions, so
yeah, let me see. I
all
know
you.
I had some more about like childhood and stuff, but I feel like we've like gotten really into that too.
I mean, you can ask whatever you are more interested about. I'm open book as well.
Okay, let's see.
But I just ran out. I've asked a lot.
Let's see. We've talked a lot about thoughts on ourselves, like abstract and emotional and stuff. What's your favorite physical thing about yourself? Could be like a visual thing or
my hair.
You got good hair.
I love my hair. I love how wild it is, and I love just what it does, whatever it wants. Awesome. My hair is my pride and joy. Absolutely. If I go bald, that's the day I die.
There's treatments and things for that. You don't need to resort straight to death. Try a couple.
I'll try a couple, but if it doesn't work out,
there's wigs.
I'm not wearing a wig. I have to die. No. If I
You're
go
not allowed
bald,
to die until 80. Remember?
Yeah.
So once you go bald at 80, then that'll work out.
I'm planning around that time.
Your calendar.
Yeah, I'll start kind of balding. I'm like, let's get a little close. But yeah, I would say my hair, and then physically. I like my eyes. That'll be my second one.
Nice.
What about you?
I feel like I dealt with a lot of like body insecurity and stuff growing up, and then experience being trans is super fun.
Yeah.
With your body. So one thing I've always liked about myself is my eyelashes. I feel like I have pretty long eyelashes.
Yeah.
They're kind of funny because they're blonde at the tips, so unless I put mascara on, they don't really look that long. But I like that I don't really feel like I need to like wear like fake eyelashes or glue them on or anything. As long as I use mascara, they're like they make me feel pretty.
I like that.
Thanks.
That's good. You do have nice eyelashes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see if I have any others. I'm sure I do. We're gonna get deep. What do you feel like you were put in this world to do?
Ooh, I do love getting deep in that kind of regard. Well, in both regards. But anyway.
That's for the After Dark podcast.
NSFW podcast. No. What was I put into this earth to do? Before, when I was younger, I don't think I would know. And honestly, I'm still very young. I'm 23.
Yeah.
So I'm
still
figuring out that purpose. But I do relate a lot to my great grandmother and my grandma in general. But my great grandma was someone who lived her life to the fullest. And she was in my speech for the Thanksgiving. She talked about curating your life as a masterpiece of joy. And it being ruthless in that endeavor of like, if something does not bring you joy, you cut that off. But I think in what I was put into this earth to do is to be a light to people. I try not to get too big-headed about it or try to even think about it because it does diminish my light in a way. But I know I have influenced a lot of people around me.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Yeah, like that's the reason why I have a disciple who like entered polyamory and has completely flipped their life around because of my influence. But it's just in whatever regards of what light is to people or whatever they need me as, like that is what I will be by living fully as myself. And so for me, I feel like the purpose I have is to help myself, but help others also curate their life as masterpieces of joy. And that is kind of what I want to uphold. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Nothing crazy. Something simple. What about you?
Purpose.
I'm curious.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'd like to split it into two answers. I feel like I have a purpose as far as what I want to get from this life and what I want to get from this world, and also what I want to give to this world.
Okay.
And in terms of what I want to get, I feel like I was put in this world to learn as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to learn as much as possible.
That would make sense.
It's a noble pursuit, I think.
Yeah,
and
I think
then
so.
From as far as what I want to give, is to tell stories, whatever form that takes, but.
Yeah.
Hopefully writing books. Making art and writing books and helping people and
yeah, I like that. Like a bookkeeper. Yeah.
I really want to be a librarian so bad. I'm just so scared. You need degrees in library science in order to be a librarian.
Are you serious?
And I'm scared that by the time I get the degrees that we want libraries anymore.
Yeah, no, for real. Especially with this day and age. Jesus.
School's so expensive.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
No, I like that. And what was your second part? I think you said get. Oh wait.
Yes. So the thing I wanted to get was to learn as much as possible. The thing I wanted to give was to tell stories.
Right. Interesting. I didn't think about what I like to get from the world a little bit that much. Yeah. I guess I think
it's important too. It's like, it's a balance. It's a give and a take.
Yeah. I think stories is so great. Honestly, it's such a good answer. But what am I to get? Oh man, that is a good one.
I think you make other people smile a lot.
I do. And yeah, I honestly feeling people's joys always bring me joy. To get, it's hard. It's hard. I don't really think about myself that much. I feel like if I were to get something from this world, it would be honestly calmness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sense of peace.
Yeah. I think just hearing everyone's stories, I don't even feel like I'm entitled to get anything from the world. I'm just here to experience it. So I guess I get an experience.
Yeah, and I thought yours kind of answered both of making like a masterpiece of happiness and stuff. That is something that you can simultaneously build for yourself while also providing for other people.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I think both.
Yeah,
both.
Both.
Both of these nuts. Let's go.
Okay. what's something that you've always wanted in life but you don't have just yet? Could be something big picture abstract or something really small and concrete.
I want more tattoos, but I already have that.
That is such a good answer, and I'm with you on that. Okay. Why do they cost so much money?
They cost so much.
Well, I know why they cost so much money. Artists deserve to be paid.
They do. I want to get a full sleeve of flowers.
I love that. I want botanical tattoos. I want a sword. My like signature fruit used to be strawberries, but I feel like lately it's been switching more to apples for multiple reasons. You know, teacher has my hotel, things like that.
Yeah.
So I really love like a bitten apple.
Yeah.
Not like the Apple logo.
Yeah. No.
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
But like a pretty one, like one that I've drawn before.
Yeah.
That I was like, ooh, I would have that on my body. I'd have that on my skin.
Sorry, Beatrice. Yeah. I got called out. Do you have any tattoos?
I do. I showed you my tattoo on my ankle.
I don't think you have.
So, my dad's a funny guy, and he had his wedding in California on New Year's Eve, and I had a tattoo artist there at his wedding that was giving tattoos for free from a flash sheet. And me and my twin both picked these heart-shaped keys, and keys are a symbol that I love. I think I've told you that before.
Yeah, we've talked about keys with your D&D character.
Yes, I love keys. And there was this really pretty like heart-shaped key. And so for my first tattoo, me and my twin has a ton of tattoos.
Yeah.
Decided to both get them on our ankles, and then it was really cool. I ended up getting mine tattooed like at midnight. Dang, on New Year's and stuff. Like the tattoo artist like paused to like kiss her boyfriend while she was tattooing my ankle, and I was like, this is really cool. I like it.
This is peak right here.
I don't know if you could see it in the dark closet, but
that's sick. Yeah, I don't think I have seen that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm often wearing socks because socks be cozy, chat.
I also wear socks.
Yeah, but I would love more tattoos. I really want a sword.
A sword is sick.
And I know I want some kind of wings on my shoulder blades. For a while, I was like fairy wings, bug wings. Now I kind of want like angel wings or something, but I need to add some sort of unique flavor to that, so it's not too. I mean, that's one of the default tattoos you can give your Sims on The Sims 4, which tells me it's not creative enough. I need to think of something else.
I suppose.
But I love stories about demons and angels and things like that, so I'm like, that could be cool.
I think that'd be sick.
And I just really wish I could fly, so I want wings.
Yeah, wings would be awesome.
Thinking which kind. Dragon wings would be sick too.
For me, yeah, I have that full sleeve of like flowers I would love to get, and then I need to get the vines. Yes, and I need to get the lotus tile tattoo.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my family's tattoo that everyone wants to get.
That's awesome. I would love to get ivy tattooed on me. That's the only plant I've ever kept alive, and I'm very attached to my ivy plant. When she goes, I go. So she's got to make it till I'm 80.
Yeah, that's true, because you're not going anytime soon.
No, not anytime soon.
I should show you this tattoo artist. I wanted to get a tattoo by them so bad. They're from Korea. Cool. They were in for the tattoo like festival or whatever, but I was broke. Yeah, bummer. But I should show you, because one day I will get a tattoo by them.
Yeah, that's cool. You should show me that.
You're good. No
I hiccup a lot. I really think it's a medical condition, but
you do have asthma.
Yeah, but like. My lungs just need to get together. But I don't hiccup normal. It's like most people, like, they get the hiccups for, like, so long, and they hiccup, like, really frequently. I just hiccup about, like, 12 times a day scattered throughout the day. Sometimes it's, like, twice in an hour. Sometimes it's, like, once every, like, 3 hours, or that math doesn't add up. But it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh, I actually have a random question that I thought of.
It's about hiccups.
No. But for Epic, what do you think, what song represents me? And it can not even be like, it could be whatever, the vibe, whatever.
Yeah. No, I already have one in mind for you, and I think this does tie into the fact that I see you as very Hermes.
Yes.
But Wouldn't You Like?
Yeah.
It's such a fun, playful song, and I can so picture him singing that in your pink feather coat that I'm just like, yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, what about, now you gotta answer for me.
Oh, how rude.
And you don't have to pick my favorite songs. I know we've discussed this.
I know, I won't. I will choose based on my vibe alone. Let me, I'm pulling up all the songs.
Pull it up, and I'll be looking for a new question while you look.
Perfect. I'm alone. We'll Be Fine. I think We'll Be Fine is a very cute like one that personally, is one of my favorites because
I do love that song.
It's like an uplifting song for me, and I think that fits you very well.
Cute. I love that. I love Athena and I love Telemachus. They're both great characters, and when they sing together, it's great.
I'm so sad. Telemachus' voice actor came and performed here, but I didn't go.
We'll catch him next time.
Yeah. Next time.
It was meant to be. You can't go without me.
Okay.
You got me invested in this.
Next time, we'll go together.
We've almost gone through all my questions, but I think I saw one just a second ago. When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a chef.
Cute.
I fucking hate cooking.
That's so funny. I hate cooking as an adult too. As a kid, I was so excited to do it though, and then I got older and I was like, I gotta do it every day.
Every day.
Shout out Beatrice for feeding me.
Beatrice does cook a fucking insane soup.
Beatrice is an excellent cook.
Yeah. Thank you, Beatrice, for existing.
Thank you.
Shout out. But like, man, I wanted to be a chef, but I hate cooking. I hate doing dishes.
Did you go through any other phases of things you wanted to be, or was it just chef?
It was primarily chef.
Yes, chef.
It was like chef, and then I wanted to be a pro gamer a little bit of my childhood. I was pretty good at games, I would say, especially like battle royales and stuff. PUBG, for all those in chat. If whoever knows PUBG, I was actually really fucking good at that game.
Shout out to whoever doesn't know what PUBG is, chat.
How dare you? Don't shout out those people. They should know. But yeah, how do you feel about this experience? Talking in the closet and all this.
Oh, I'm having so much fun.
Good.
This is really fun, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've learned a lot more about you, but also just solidified more things that I felt of you as well.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a good balance of exploring my own thoughts on things, but also getting to learn more about you, which, as we've discussed, I love to learn. But I love learning more about the people I love. And I know I bring up being autistic a lot, but I think it relates to a lot. I think that because I, growing up, had such a hard time understanding other people, that is one thing that I'm always very curious about, is understanding the way that like my friends and the people I love, like the way their minds work and the way that they think and the things that are important to them. So
I love that.
Very
too.
valuable to me. I enjoy it.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
I just
love so fun.
It's like learning the logic behind someone else's thought process is so interesting to me.
It's like playing Stardew Valley and unlocking more of your lore.
Yeah. Legit. I'm gonna give you goat cheese again, Leah. Take it. I fucking want you to love me.
You can buy Beatrice's love with goat cheese or other cheese.
I've heard.
Just not Gouda.
You hear that, chat? Don't give Gouda to Beatrice.
Don't give Beatrice Gouda. She doesn't have anything against Gouda personally, but she just feels like it's the go-to fancy cheese, and it's not that fancy, and therefore that makes my lovely girlfriend a little angry.
Not having a good time at all. Hilarious. We do jokes in this closet. I don't know if you could tell.
No jokes in the closet, no laughter here.
No.
Serious place.
Zero.
Business.
Serious place.
Business only.
We're both. It's actually gotten colder. I don't know how it has, but
is your window open in your bedroom? Has been.
No.
I cannot. I'm sorry. The window has been open.
Has been open. Alistair, are you out there? Well, I'm good. I'm glad it's been a good, joyous experience for you. That's been fun.
It's been great.
It's been fun for me as well.
Yeah, I recommend it. People talk to Xander on podcasts. In the closet.
In the closet, specifically.
You can't ever move this out of the closet. If your podcast takes off, it has to stay in the closet. Even if you get better equipment,
I think the only thing that's going to be going here is a fan.
Yeah. So, that's allowed. That's allowed.
Because goddamn.
But this is part of the bonding experience. We're getting sweaty in this closet.
Uncomfortably, we're drinking gin. We're having a good time.
Drinking hot coffee.
Man, I want to think of like one last question, but I'm trying to think. All right, let's think of one last question for each of us, and then we'll end it on there because it is a time.
It is one.
It is 1:05
a.m.
So
we did make it through like all my questions. Okay, I'll think of a good one.
Okay, let's see. Moment of silence, chat, while we think. Gotta let the artistic breathe.
Okay, I think I have mine.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
You have so many.
Yeah.
You can ask like 2 more if you want. Well, I'm thinking.
I'll just ask you one big one.
One big one. Oh shit. I think I technically.
Take your time. You can think.
God damn it.
Should hang out in closets.
It's a vibe. That reminds you of like childhood.
Yeah, no, I built little cozy corners in my closet to hide in.
Okay, I kind of have mine.
Yeah, you go first.
Bastard.
I love the word bastard.
It's
a great word.
It goes hard. What is one aspect of yourself that you think that I do not know of? That, I don't know, is something you treasure or something that I'd find interesting?
That's a good question.
Or maybe you could even be some last notes that you would like to have the chat to know about you, because you were saying earlier how you hope that this opens up some.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's, God damn it, that's a good question. I gotta think about that.
I just thunk it.
You just thunk it?
Just now? Just now. I did not think it before, but I thunk it now.
Feather just fell.
It did?
It's under this arm.
Oh shit.
Wait, shit, remind me the question. Something about me that I haven't like gotten to like show you or share with you yet.
Yeah, and something that either I would value or something you want to share with the chat. Yeah. To open up some doors, because that's what you were saying earlier. Yes. Yeah, sorry.
It's honestly hard for me to pick something in particular because I feel like I want to be known so bad. I crave to be understood so bad, and I feel like I suffer from an eternal stress that maybe people are, not seeing me like accurately or like wholly, that like that I don't know, maybe it's not something specific, but so much as just time that like I hope you get to know me better. The only kind of specific thing I can think of is I feel like a lot of people don't get to like see me in my element, in things that I'm really confident in, because that often doesn't happen in like social situations. And I have a job that is, typically protected by like HIPAA and like privacy, and so like that was one thing that was exciting about when Beatrice became an RBT also, is because I spent like 5 years doing this really important work with autistic youth, and I am really proud of the type of therapist that I was able to become, and it was really weird for me to never accurately really be able to explain what my job was to other people, because ABA is so complex that it takes a long time to explain, and even then you can't really get a picture of what it is. So like it makes me sad sometimes that people can't see what I do at work, because I'm really proud of it, and getting to see me work with like my kids and my clients and stuff. I'm really proud of like the relationship that I have with them and stuff, and it is hard sometimes that like people can't come visit me at work and see what I do.
Yeah, just fully get the full picture of like the scope of it all, right? Yeah, I think that makes sense.
That was a better question than the one I came up with. Good job.
No comparison. Just kind of.
It was just a good one. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that, but you don't need to put your question down.
Do you have an answer for that question that you want to share, or not really?
An aspect of me that I want you to know. I mean, it's I for how much I feel like people feel like I can connect with them, I actually feel like I have a hard time fully knowing that, and time does answer that connection, I think. But I don't know, there's a lot of my history that like I'm very open book about, but also it's like I think it takes a lot for someone to fully understand how that makes me me.
Oh, totally.
And so I guess the aspect of me is like I don't know, I'm not a perfect person, and a lot of people probably know that, but I say this all the time. But like when I say that, like, there are a lot of great qualities about me. And I know I should be confident more about that. But I just, I don't know, I'm human. I have a history, and I've done things I'm not proud of, but I've also done things I am proud of. And I just want to be seen more for my duality than to be idolized for something that I'm not.
Oh, absolutely. And like I think that that's very real and very relatable, and like I kind of feel that way too about like people seeing like the person that I was before the person that I am now, because that absolutely is part of the whole. And I also think that there is like an inherent like fear there for a lot of people that like, oh, you know, you like the person I am now, but maybe like if you've like, you know, known the things that I'm not proud of, would you see me differently?
Exactly.
You know, would you still see me the way that you do? And so
yeah, and I get that might stem from like also not being very confident. Not being very confident because like it's like I'm trying to prove that I'm not lovable, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes, and I know that. I just still I think it's hard when someone like says something nice about me, but they don't understand a full picture of me. It's like
you feel like it's like not real.
Yeah, it's not true.
Yeah. Well, I hope you can keep in mind that love is not something that you have to earn. You know, that is something that we all inherently deserve in life, and that like regardless of mistakes you've made and lessons that you learned, there's never been a single version of you that isn't worthy of being loved.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
That's good. There's not much to say on that. That's yeah. I think I've always I think man, no, that's good. Yeah, I think I should think about that more.
Sure. Yeah. If you want, we could wrap it up there. My question was...
No, let's hear your question. Don't wrap it up.
Okay.
Nice try.
I want to know, are you, as a person, are you more, like, represented by or, like, drawn to, like, the forest, the mountains, like, the ocean, or the sky?
Ooh.
Or if there's one I'm missing and not thinking of.
The forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always related that my inner psyche is the forest. Marcus Aurelius talks about how our duty as humans is to live accordance to nature. And so just like how a tree doesn't doubt its nature of growing strong and being the tall oak that it is, like it lives to its fullest potential. And that's what I want to be for people, but also for myself, to live fullest to be like fully myself, but also live in accordance to nature and support the people around me by being that tree, that sturdy oak. And whenever I've talked about my inner psyche in poetry and stuff, it's always been a forest. Yeah,
that's lovely.
I was taking shrooms, and I was listening to the wind swaying like the trees and everything, and I just felt really connected to that. Yeah, and that felt like it just felt like me.
Yeah. Like that. I think forest would probably be my second choice, because I've always felt very forest, and I think that ties into my love of like fantasy and adventure and things like that. But definitely for sure I would pick the night sky.
That's a good one.
It's always one I've been so drawn to, and like ever since I was a kid, like I've told you, I used to get really bad panic attacks at night and stuff, and my favorite way to cope with that when I was like alone and didn't have anybody to talk to was just to like go outside and like, oh, it sounds sad, but like cry with the stars always made me feel very comforted. And I also think I've always kind of felt like a little bit like an alien, and so there's always something very comforting to me about looking at the stars and like feeling connected to them. And my twin and I, when we were like 5, were gifted these like necklaces from our parents that were the sun and the moon, and Avery's always had the sun and I've always had the moon, and I always really identified with that growing up and kind of like took that on as like a personal symbol of mine as the moon.
I love that. It calls back to a memory of mine of like going camping and standing within like the dark forest and looking up at the Milky Way and the starry sky. So Maybe that's why we're pretty good. We pair well.
Very compatible.
Yeah, vibes. Well, thank you for coming on to Divinity Stuck in the Closet, Dante. It's been a pleasure. I hope you had a good time.
Very good time. Very, very enlightening.
I hope so, and maybe hopefully for others as well.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know Dante, get to know Dante because he's amazing. He's awesome. And yeah, thank you. This is awesome. I have to give you a hug.
Yeah.
Closet hug over the microphone. Anyway, thank you everyone for listening. Bye.